Gear Mondays, the greatest Metal Gear podcast ever.
I don't agree with you.
Releasing on Monday, every Monday.
How did you patch into my radio frequency?
Stinks in here. Bad.
Ladies, gearsmen, babies, and gentle thems, you're listening to Metal Gear Mondays, the podcast covering all things Hideo Kojima, Metal Gear, and anything tangentially related from top to bottom, left, right, inside, and out in pseudo-chronological order, as sometimes I am your host. This is Alessio Summerfield.
There you go.
This week, I am joined by DJ Rat King himself, Jimmy Stinger.
The one and only DJ Rat King, Jimmy Stinger in the building. That's exactly right. I was on a game show last night, and they made us put on name tags, and I wrote Rat King on my name tag, and they called me Rat King. I will say, though, my partner wrote Lil Bitch on hers, and they did call her a little bitch all night.
Wow.
Okay. I
So
was going to
shout out-
ask, like,
Shout out game shows.
shout out game shows. I
Hell
love
yeah.
that. I was going to ask, like, was it like you put Rat King on your name tag and your partner was like, don't embarrass me? But no. Little bitch.
No, she was
is-
pumped.
Absolutely worse.
Yes.
And I love that.
That's pretty
God.
excellent. I like
Shout
that.
out game shows. You know what I mean?
Shout out game
Yeah.
shows.
Also, shout out like not being like we don't want to say that word. Like put her on her,
Yeah,
put her on her name
right?
tag. Like,
Yeah,
No,
we're here to have a good time.
consent was granted.
Exactly.
Say the word.
Exactly. They're very kind. They're like, we'll throw a heart up after we say it, just so you know we're cool. I was like, wow.
Just so you know we're cool.
We cool?
we cool. We cool.
His name was Rock, R-O-K. He was
What a
very
name.
cool. If he's listening, thank you. He came up to us afterwards. He's like, I really like you guys. Like, I'd hang out with you. And I walked away and I was like, does he want to be our friend? 'Cause
Yeah,
I've been
what
trying to...
That's weird.
It's
he wanted to leave his
it's-
job and hang out.
It was it was Wayne the Rock Johnstone.
I like that he spells his name like K-Rock, the radio station. K-R-O-K. K-R-O-Q. We're also joined by Lilian Rai.
Hey, that's me. Hey, guess what? Ghost of Yote is real fucking good. Just want to
Yeah,
Is it
I was
out?
gonna, I was gonna
Yeah.
ask.
Oh,
it,
shit.
it looks like so much of the same thing.
It is.
Okay?
But
I just played
in a
Ghost
lot
of
of
Tsushima
ways-
and the expansion to death like 6 months ago. So just looking at screenshots of Yote, I'm like, Daddy's full. I gotta come.
Very Daddy's full. It's very similar, but I think for me the story is stronger, and I think that there are just some gameplay features, quality of life features that are just really nice. They feel good. I also haven't played. I haven't played Tsushima since like 2021, so I've had
Oh, word.
several
Okay,
years
yeah,
to
yeah.
kind of like digest it and move past it.
Yeah. I can only take like one big open world game
Yeah.
like a year.
Yeah.
Like it just gets exhausting, I think.
I know. Yeah.
I
I feel like
think-
I'm going to bounce off of open. I'm doing Kingdom Come Deliverance too. Too much of a mouthful to say. And I feel like I'm going to bounce off open worlds hard when I wrap this thing up.
Yeah, I get it. I think that it's one of those things where it's just like having played Tsushima so recently, Alessio, you'll
Mhm.
probably be good for a while. I do think that when you get to it, you're gonna be like, hell yeah. Because
Okay.
it's like I think it is more of the same but also better. I'm enjoying it as much, if not more, than Tsushima. And I appreciate the story. I appreciate the main character, first of all, because it's
Well,
nice
shout
to
out
see,
Erika
like,
Ishii. She's incredible.
Shout out
Okay?
Erika Ishii. What a
Very incredible.
what a phenomenal actor,
Yes.
acting person. But I really love
One who
having a
acts.
character, one who acts. Yes, what a person. What were an actor? But I love seeing a character that is like the entire thing is like a revenge story, and
Yeah.
like somebody who is obsessed with revenge, but it's also
It's a
still
good time for revenge, y'all.
great time
That's
for
all I'm saying.
revenge.
So
If
I don't know what I'm talking
any-
about, but
If anybody wants to read a real salty take on all of this, the AV Club's Will Hughes has an excellent write-up on. I think it opens with, throughout the history of my life, I have experienced over 1,000 tales of revenge through media, and yet I have never encountered revenge in my day-to-day life in any form or fashion. But I mean, I will say, Ghost of Tsushima, across the board, if I were to like boil it down on paper, it is like literally fucking stereotypes of the video game.
yeah.
But they pull it off
Well,
in like the
You say-
production value.
well, you say that, and then like the Japanese people fucking love it.
No,
And
for
you
sure,
have
for sure.
Japanese game studios just like, we can't make a game this Japanese. Like it's like
Yeah,
I think there's something to be said about that. Like I think it's one of those things where it's just like if the people of the country are saying it is good, actually, I think it's one of those things.
no, for sure.
Yeah.
I just mean from like strictly a writing standpoint. When I say
Sure,
stereotypes,
yeah.
I mean like tropes, I guess.
Sure.
Tropes,
But
yeah.
upon thinking of it, a Western developer doing a Japanese game, if they don't really play in like a trope sandbox or like a sort of tried and true sandbox, I think you then run the risk. Like imagine a Western developer trying to make a dragon game.
Yeah,
That
would be
runs the
wild.
risk of becoming like borderline.
Yeah, because like a Dragon
so
specifically is so inside baseball is culturally
Right,
that it's
right,
like
right.
Yeah.
it would be hard for anybody but a Japanese developer to make
Yeah,
that
yeah,
game.
Totally.
But like with something like Tsushima or Yote, it's like easier for a Western studio to do something like that. And again, it is like I've had some pretty like, oh, this is an emotional thing to
Mhm.
witness type
Yeah.
beats there. But it
yeah,
is
the production value sells it for sure on this
Yeah.
game.
It is another revenge story, but I also like seeing a character that is like, I need this revenge, but also is
Yeah.
still kind in the face of it.
Yeah, I just realized, the Kingdom Come is also a revenge story. There is a lot of revenge going around. Alessio, do you have a revenge game?
Let me see. Am I playing anything with revenge? I guess I just recently played the Phantom Liberty DLC for
Ooh,
Cyberpunk, so that's pretty.
that's
That's like
pretty
revenge
shit's
all
good.
around.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So
that's
I guess you could say Delta is a revenge story, right? Which segue into what we're covering because
There you
Snake
go.
is getting revenge on his mentor clowning on his ass.
Really clowning on his ass. Just
I watched a thing the other day which I thought was really, really interesting. They broke down how visually from this game until the end of MGS5, Big Boss slowly transforms to look more and more like the boss.
yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
in
Oh.
Peace Walker, he like adapts her suit, kind of.
Oh yeah.
He grows his hair out quite long,
Yeah.
and then even
Yep.
puts it in a ponytail the way that she does at the end of the game. Like it's kind of, and they the Scar, right? He gives himself like the fake version of the Scar in Peace
Oh,
Walker. Like homie is like
Forgot about
fucking
the Scar
Norman
thing.
Batesing
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
boss.
Yeah.
One more thing
I
about
love
Yote,
that
and I'm
game.
really sorry. I don't mean to ruin the perfect segue. I just wanted to say it's really nice to experience this story and be able to do all of the cool things without the story moralizing to you about whether or not it's honorable to do the cool things.
Oh, right. That is
They
do
just
like that.
they just let you do the cool things, and it's just cool things, and I really appreciate that about it. Anyway, sorry. Continue. About
Sick.
Delta,
No,
which is
that's
what
great.
the podcast is about.
I can't remember where the sample is from, but I just remember this sample of the local news interviewing this kid who him and his friends had like hijacked a bunch of cars and just fucking driven them into houses and shit. And they're like,
Oh my God.
these kids are like 9. And I just remember the news was like, what the fuck? And the kid was just like,
Yeah,
The
me
kid was like-
too.
the kid was like, I just want to do hood rat shit with my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Honestly, TBH, I get it, kid.
So
I get
good.
it.
So good.
I want to do hood rat shit with my friends too. Maybe in Portland, Oregon, where we're gonna be.
Ooh.
Ding, ding, ding.
Well, will this episode be coming out before or after PRG?
This episode comes out the Monday before we get on our planes.
Wow, we'll see in a few
So,
days.
yeah,
As
we're
long
gonna
as
be
the
in
TSA
Portland
doesn't
at the
shut
end of-
us down.
TSA or ICE doesn't kidnap us.
Or
Fingers crossed.
nosedive into the middle of a random state because the fucking air traffic controllers don't do their jobs because they're not getting paid. Hell yeah.
3 points of failure. How great.
Hey, at least I can walk up to Chad and tap him on the shoulder and fucking roll my eyes as we're crashing on my plane.
Yeah, Chad and Alessio are having the experience that me and Alessio had, except last year me and Alessio were sitting next to each other by happenstance. This year, Chad is a fucking tree man that requires a premium seat because his legs don't fit on standard planes.
Oh, that's
so,
incredible.
yeah.
I just don't understand why they just don't seat him in a seat and then make him pay for a second seat for his legs. You know what I mean?
I just don't understand why they don't make planes better. Like everybody can have a better experience.
No, they want to cram more seats.
The answer, James, is money. They
It's
put
always-
more seats on plane, more money make for plane company.
Well, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but I'm tired of it.
This is gonna be controversial. I don't like how planes work.
It's crazy to me because like the logic, right, of like more seats equals more money equals fuck yeah for the airline. Why
Yeah.
did they discontinue the double decker planes then? Because like I rode
Yeah,
one of those
right.
motherfuckers when I was a kid, and it was like the craziest, coolest experience. So
Yeah.
it's like
I saw a video of one of those
I
the
guess
other day, and I
safety
was
is
like,
probably an
I had
issue.
never considered that you could add another floor in an airplane. It's
Yeah,
incredible.
it was
Yeah, it's
a
pretty
it was
cool.
a big old plane.
Like a fucking dining car on an airplane if you want to.
It's insane.
We could
Listen.
do anything.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Airplanes, fake.
I don't know why.
believe airplanes are real. Take that, woke moralists.
Wait, so Lily, do you think we all just sit in a tube that they like move around a little bit?
Shaking
Yeah,
around.
I think they get a bunch.
We're just driving really fast.
I think the conspiracy theory here is that I think that we do have a pretty fucking active and phenomenal cross-country rail system, but they don't tell us about it. And so they use it for the planes, and then they put like little green screens up outside the
Nice.
windows so you think you're in the air.
I was wondering why, whenever we were flying back from Japan, and I was like, man, I really wish America had Shinkansen because like bullet trains are fire. I was wondering why this guy, this one of the flight attendants, like walked up to me and was about to say something, and then got fucking tackled by an air marshal and dragged away. I think he was trying to let me know, like, we're on a bullet train right now, dude. Like, I believe it.
Shinkansen, more like Wokansen. Am I right?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Shinkansen,
fucking-
I hardly know her. Okay. I don't know why we just instinctively were like, "Yep, let's do it."
That's what we have to do.
It's called group mind, y'all.
It's
Zardon.
called
We just
group
did
mind.
improv.
And if you want to know, yes, and if you want to know what that group mind was, you can go to patreon.com/Metal Mondays where you can
segue.
subscribe at $10 to get video episodes of the podcast. That's this podcast as well as our Patriot Club, which is our monthly podcast. We do bonus on Patreon for Patreon subscribers. Get video of that. $5 a month will get you access to that Patriot Club audio only. It's very fun. We're about to do a really rip roaring one for
Oh, yeah, it's gonna
PRTV.
It's gonna be a clusterfuck.
Um,
It's the Royal
it's
Rumble of Patriot clubs.
yeah, it's gonna be six people, 4 mics, 1 topic. None of us will ever be the same again.
34
so-
rules.
34 rules, and that's all you get. So that's coming up. For $1, you can get access to the Discord server where you can have a little chat with us. You can have a chat with other listeners, and it's a very fun time. We're also in the process of discussing cool new things to add to the tiers to make those a little bit juicier for you. So
Juicy
Um,
tears.
juicy. So please check out Metal Gear Mondays, patreon.com/Metal Gear Mondays. Alessio, do we have a sponsor for the episode, which I forgot to mention at $10? you can sponsor an episode of Metal Gear Mondays.
We always do. And this week's sponsor is Kyle Ecola.
Nicola.
Oh,
Speaking
Yeah,
of Portland, Kyle is a listener. We met in Portland last year and hope to see you again
Wow.
this year.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
so Kyle, if you're listening to this, you got to fucking see us before we see you, because we're going to find you.
Whoa.
Maybe
Yeah,
you're listening to
dude.
this as you're walking around the fucking convention center. You better
Yeah.
look over your
Yeah.
left shoulder right now. Look. Gotcha.
Listen, y'all gotta do the do before the do does you know what I'm saying? And
Hell yeah.
that's just that's just the way it's gotta be. Just the way
Speaking of the
it's
do,
gotta
have you
be.
guys had Midnight Baja Blast?
Yeah,
No, what is this?
I just rolled into this situation.
Y'all
a couple
always
days
have a
ago.
drink for me to try.
man. First pickle slushes, Baja Blast Midnight.
Yeah, the Baja
First-
Midnight kind of tastes like somebody took a Baja Blast and then splashed in a little children's grape flavored Tylenol.
I was gonna say it looks like children's grape flavored Tylenol.
It's I was really excited about it initially because I was like, oh, the return of Pitch Black.
Yeah,
And
it's like
not that.
fusing.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, but it's not the same. And
Absolutely
I
not.
think the world would be a better place if they brought Pitch Black back, but I don't know that we have the emotional or at least me, the emotional availability right now to have the Baja Blast Pitch Black debate at the moment.
Yeah.
So
Valid.
Yeah. So this week we are going to be covering the next portion of Metal Gear Solid Delta. I know because of the bi-weekly schedule, this game feels like it's going on forever. It is like a 12-hour game,
Yeah.
and we're stretching it out to be like 6 months. But yeah, this week we are going to be talking about from the end of the end fight, where the vines revealed the tunnel, all the way till the end of the Sorrow boss fight.
I'll
Is
just
that
plant
right?
a little seed for you now. I murdered a lot of people.
woo! That's going to be an interesting section to discuss with you then, James.
It's gonna be an audio clip in like a court case I'm in one day, and they're like, "We got you on hot tape, buddy. Like, you said it."
I love the idea. I mean, we're skipping ahead a little bit by saying this, but I love the idea that the section we're talking about, the Sorrow boss fight, I love the idea that like it's brought up for everyone in the court of law. It's like, well, officer, it couldn't have been Lily. Look at her, the Sorrow gameplay footage. There's one soldier. There's one soldier.
I kind of just love the idea of just like James, like they figure out James is like the perpetuator of all these like heinous murders and
Yeah.
disappearances just by watching his Sorrow gameplay. It's like, oh, is that John Benet Ramsey?
Oh, can you imagine if like people you kill in real life appear in that?
Show up in the Sorrow
Oh
boss fight?
shit!
That's fucking Psycho Mantis to them.
You're
like,
You're
nth
live
degree.
streaming.
Yeah,
Well, it
yeah.
happens.
Is that Jimmy Hoffa? What the fuck?
Is that Jesus Christ?
Wait a minute, that's my bully from the 6th grade. Did I accidentally kill him? How did that work?
Oh my god. I do love, is that Jesus Christ of Nazareth?
That would be very funny if they slipped in some like, what if it was I guess we can talk about it when we get to it. I was gonna say, what if the ghosts weren't just people that you killed in the game, but people that like were implied to have been killed by Snake like before the game began?
Oh shit!
Oh, that's just Todd.
Yeah, it's an old lady. There's an old lady. You're like, what the fuck, dude? Why are there 16 sex workers in this river right now?
Oh my god. It's just got way darker than I think I anticipated.
Sorry.
Anyway.
Anywho, yeah, so let's talk about the Krasnogorye Tunnel. I think I said that right.
Yeah, Krasnogorye. Yeah, the J. Remember the J makes the Y sound, so it's
Yeah.
Krasnogorye.
As far as
Yvonne
tunnels
owes
go,
me some fucking recordings. Our friend Yvonne, who lives in Siberia, said that he was going to record the name of every location in his
Oh, that's
voice,
nice.
and then we would just not say anything, but just play
And then
his
play
voice
that
recording
instead,
every
yeah.
time that we go to say it.
I like
But,
that.
Yeah, what's up,
I have
Yvonne?
yet to receive those. So
Wow.
What's up? You're letting us die on the vine over here, Yvonne. What
yeah,
the fuck?
Yvonne, I understand that your country's
Rip.
at war, but like,
Yeah,
come on,
you
get
got
your shit together.
priorities that you need to work out.
Yeah,
and
100%.
it's us.
Yeah.
I've got a bone to pick with the
I didn't have this
Krasnogorye
issue.
tunnel. You didn't?
No, it
What?
perfectly timed out. I was very surprised
Interesting.
because
Yeah,
I
this
was
is a
waiting.
beautiful section. What happened, Lily?
So James, what happened? What is a beautiful? I love that. Thank you for
This is a
tossing that up.
beautiful place. What happened, Lily?
This is a beautiful place. Mind if I keep this tunnel?
I think I'll have
Lily
that.
said no.
No. So in the original game, this is a really, really iconic section of Metal Gear Solid 3. We
Bane
in
of
the
every
past have
speedrunner.
yes, the bane of every speedrunner. We in the past have called it the ladder boss, because it's just like a 3-minute ladder ascension, right? So
It's awesome.
you beat the end,
The
you go through
seventh
the
Cobra.
fucking
The ladder.
yes.
Yeah.
You go through the vines that have revealed the pathway after you've killed the end Zelda style, and you go into this tunnel, and it's just a short walk to the end of the tunnel, and there's a ladder. You start climbing the ladder, and it's dead. It's completely silent except for the click clack of Snake climbing up the ladder, and then
What a thrill.
a non-instrumental version of the Snake Eater song comes in. So you get "What a Thrill," and it's just playing the song. And in Metal Gear Solid 3, this syncs up perfectly with the climb. So when you get to the top of the ladder, you get Snake Eater at the end, and they've synced it up perfectly. Me and a couple of other people have done this where you get to the top of the ladder and there's still like another 10 seconds of song left.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's so
And it's-
weird.
Yeah, so I don't know. There, like, I get to the top and like I was just running around in a circle to like wait for the song to finish.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did
wow.
you do anything like weird at the bottom or on the ladder? Not to victim.
No, I
blame,
just-
but
Yeah, that's like
yeah,
that's
that was.
not-
I felt it as I was asking it. I was like, you know what? I should believe Lily.
Well, did you have the
It's
camo
a-
on? Did you have the camo on where like Snake was really asking for it?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, James like threw his hands up for the people that aren't watching. He said, I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. Yeah, I don't know, James. That was not ally behavior, I think.
Sorry.
Yeah.
James, you really brought in a really aggressive energy. Into the recording. I wish you would tone that down. It's passion
Really,
aggression. I
Oh
understand.
my
it's a
God.
beautiful ladder.
No, well,
I'm
so
over
weirdly
here
enough, like I had heard about the ladder situation, and so like as soon as I hopped on the ladder, I was kind of bracing for it, and I think I counted like 6 or 7 Mississippi before the singing started,
Very scientific.
and so in my head I was like, okay, well if it's like fucking 10 Mississippi off or something, why wouldn't they have just started the music a little sooner or whatever?
Yeah.
So I was like listening, and I was like, whatever. Because I'm a fucking lunatic, I was like looking for like edit points where like, oh, they could have slipped the song ahead just by a hair or whatever. And then as soon as I get to the top, it just like ends. And I was like, what happened? What did I
Yeah,
do?
I don't know. Maybe they patched it since I did it.
Because I didn't
because it-
stop moving or anything.
Yeah, there were because again, like being serious, like I'm over here trying to
Right.
promote women in STEM and shit like that, and James is over here fucking clowning on my parade and shit, and
I love
munching my
women in
lunch.
STEM.
But no, but like seriously though, like I because obviously the song doesn't start until you're in the middle of your
Right,
start
right,
your
right.
climb, and I was just going straight up. I didn't stop. I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And yeah, a lot of people were complaining about it, so I almost wonder if they did patch it in the
Yeah.
intervening
I didn't hear
time.
that or not, but I love this is all very earnest, and yet it really does sound like we're like, I don't know, Lily. Metal Gear Monday's official stance is to believe all women.
That's right.
Yeah.
Except for those that are talking shit about the ladder. No, I'm kidding.
Except for
Except for Lily on October the 7th, 2025. At exactly 9:37.
I shouldn't make that joke. But I'm going to
This
do it anyway
song-
because I can. I was just going to say, it's like,
Yeah, go
believe all women except for trans women, because trans women,
No.
as scientifically speaking, no. See, and then you see where the joke would have gone,
No.
but I can't say it out loud because I clearly don't believe that.
Yeah, of course. We don't want
The-
somebody to be searching Matt's interactive Metal Gear
Yeah,
database.
yeah,
Be
we've
like,
run into
"Whoa."
issues before. Also,
Slurs.
like now the phrase "planes are fake" is going to be in there forever. So it's like, yeah.
are.
So it's like whatever.
So
Perfect.
funny enough, I just real quick because it's gonna we're gonna sort of run into some of this, but I was digging through some old shit as you guys know, and people who've been listening all season. Like I've been sort of like collecting old projects and repurposing them and all this other shit. Anyway, long story short, I was like, oh, I don't have like an audio recording of that DJ set that I did as like a thank you video for patrons like 100 years ago.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'm going to track that down. Obviously, the Dropbox link is dead, but the YouTube video is up. So I was like, all right, I'll rip it. I didn't realize I used like an MGS2 sample during part of it.
Oh,
And
hell
it's
yeah.
Snake's
Oh.
final speech. And in the speech, he talks about like emotions that we bring to our lives. And he specifically goes, the anger, the joy, and the sorrow. And I was like, whoa, like MGS3
Whoa.
wasn't even written yet. Holy shit. Like,
Whoa.
so anyway, super cool moment. Speaking
I like
of the
that.
sorrow.
That's sick as fuck.
What if it was like the
What?
ladder, the anger?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: the ladder. What emotion do you think the ladder would bring to the battlefield? Because my thought process on it was the longing.
Oh, I
Ooh,
like
the
that.
longing.
I like
The
that a
yearning,
lot.
the long-
The
yeah.
yearning is
The
good too. I
yearning,
heard you
yeah.
start with the
Yeah,
yearning.
you saw where I was
games,
going with it. Yep.
I'm trying to think of something that like,
like the longing.
captures falling from the ladder.
Yeah.
Maybe like
Oh.
the I don't know.
Yeah. Can you let go of the ladder at the top?
You
Yeah.
can absolutely run
Can you
off
really?
that. I have actually
Yeah.
done that before.
Just imagine.
I was gonna do it this time, and I was like,
What
nah,
a
I don't want to
thrill.
fucking climb that shit
This
again.
this has had to have happened in the realm of the world, like two siblings playing this game next to each other, and the one not playing smacking the controller right
Oh,
when they get to the top and
100%.
sending them back to the
100%. I
If
wish you
that
got to
was
the
you, right in.
yeah, please.
Yeah.
I wish when you got to the top of the ladder and you go to leave, I wish you heard an explosion and then you just heard the ladder, the ladder, the ladder. Fucking amazing.
I kind of love the idea. Like, I think back on the fucking like spoilers for John Wick 4. And I think about like the finale part of John Wick 4 where he's just like beefing and tumbling all the way down to the bottom of those stairs as he's trying to like
Oh,
fight
yeah,
to the
I've seen
top.
that
And it's
clip.
just like it's just really fucking funny. Like I imagine that being what happens to Snake. He just falls down the ladder and has to like
That'd be
keep
very
trying, but
funny.
he keeps getting like knocked down for some reason.
I'm really surprised they didn't put like a trophy here. Like when you get to the
Yeah.
top, like treat it like a boss. Like it'd be very, very funny. I feel like trophy
be
popped.
funny.
But
That would've been funny.
anyway, we should carry on. So from there we
Alessia
get
trying to get trophies now. What the heck?
oh no.
He's like, there should
What
be a
is-
trophy here. Why isn't
what
there a
is
trophy here?
What is happening?
God damn.
Everybody go outside. Is the moon red?
I think it might be.
Ghost status turning to trophy.
Yeah. So we get to the titular Grozny-Gorye, mountain base. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I had forgotten about this. From
Yeah,
this
me too.
area all the way to the Fury might like low key be like my favorite fucking part of the game. Like
Yeah.
this is so
It's
good.
really fucking
It's a
cool.
lot of fun.
I loved it. Like, and
Yeah.
also if you have the animal camo from Tranking Ocelot,
Yes.
you
Awesome.
that with the desert face paint, you
Yep.
can hit like 95%. And like
That's
literally,
exactly what I did.
I had a motherfucker walk on me before
Yeah.
he realized I was there. It was absurd, but I was like, oh yeah.
It's so fun.
This whole area is so cool. Like not only like the lead up to the top where all the trenches are, but just like the fact that you have to go along these cliffs and they are so open, it's
It's so good.
nothing you've dealt with in this game before. Where it's just like there's just a distinct lack of cover, and it really just has to be about your wits.
Well, and there's
Yeah.
people
and I
at like
love
so
that.
many
A
different
lot of
fucking
people,
vertical.
a lot of really good. I think we talked about this in the last episode. A lot of really good verticality in this game.
Yeah.
For when this game was created, like I consistently find myself being like, "Oh yeah, this is a 20-year-old game."
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah,
it's got just really good sensibility about it.
the Delta graphics almost do it a disservice because when
Okay,
I was
I'm so glad you're saying that. I was thinking that before we started recording that like I wish I could some of the scenes that we see in this area, I was like, "Oh, I wish I could see this in the original graphics." Like I do
Mhm.
feel like for as
Mhm.
beautiful as it is, I'm like, ugh, I feel like I'm missing something.
yeah. I know since I've been playing them both. When I got to Groznygrad, I was like, this is fucking like insane that this is
Yes.
running on a PS2. Like it feels like fucking Ground Zeroes is running on a PS2.
Yeah.
Like,
Honestly, yeah. The only difference is that like there are like loading screens when you move to an area, but
right.
otherwise,
Yeah, it is kind of uncanny how it is essentially like prototype Ground Zeroes in like a
Yeah.
weird way.
100%.
But anyway, so this zone, my favorite fucking part is like you're just doing your thing. Who knows at like what point in the map you are, if you're like kind of cruising or if you're like taking your time or whatever. But you're just doing your fucking thing, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, a helicopter just shows up.
Yeah.
Like, and they
That
just
fucking helicopter.
they just do their thing, man. Like they just sweep through every once in a while, and it's like you kind of have to like do the usual MGS shit, but knowing that like if you stand up at the wrong time or if you're like in the midst of doing something, a helicopter is going to come fuck you up. Like
You're just gonna
it's
get
pretty
got
sick.
really quick.
I made a save and then I tested something out because I thought I was insane. So I tried to use the pistol and it did not work. Wasted a lot of rounds. But with the SVD, you can shoot the pilot in the helicopter and it just drops out of the sky.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Yo.
It took me a couple shots, but when I finally got it, it's like the helicopter kind of stopped and I was like, what the fuck just happened? Did I break the game? And then it just started to like spiral and tumble. And I was like, whoa.
I love the idea of
That's so
just
sick.
like an entire helicopter coming at you in the river.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's like the helicopter president from
Yeah,
Don't Stop, Never Stop,
Never Stop
Sneaking.
Sneaking. Yeah,
That was so
was it Vice
funny.
President Helicopter? Yeah,
Vice President helicopter.
God, I missed that game. I gotta go back
It's
and
a
play
great
that shit
game.
again. Also,
Not
did you
what
guys know that even if you trank a guard, the vultures will just fucking eat them?
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
I did not know that. That's gnarly.
Opportunistic bastards.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No, but I fucking this zone's great. You got
It's a great
fucking
zone.
Gatling guns set up to where if you want to, you can go ham.
I did.
Uh,
I did. I hopped on that
I
Gatling
did.
gun.
I did
I
do
took
this.
the helicopter down. Took everyone around me down.
That's pretty sick.
They didn't know what hit them.
And I
did-
love
yeah.
the trench area too, where like you've got the open area of the mountains, but then you get up to the trench where it's just like you have these elevated stages, and there are guys on each stage, and the helicopters flying over, and you have to kind of like navigate these maze-like areas, and you don't necessarily know if somebody's going to be coming around the corner. You just have to like do your best.
Yeah.
I really like this. It's like I think it's like it is challenging in a way that is extremely fun to me.
I agree.
Yeah, this is like so once you leave the sort of rolling hills with the mountain chunk, which reminds me weirdly of like when you go out in the original Half-Life outside of Black Mesa and you're like
Ooh,
running
yeah.
around that like huge
Yeah.
kind of desert
Yes.
area. But once you get through that, you come out into this like base built into the side of a mountain.
Yep.
And that's where like all the trenches and barrels and stuff are. And that shit's fucking sick. Like I love that you can use the trenches to sneak into all of the
Very
little
cool.
huts.
Yeah, it's extremely cool.
Yeah. And
And it's just
essentially
like it is
Yeah,
so
sorry.
unsettling to just like see a guy with a gas mask on just like walk past you, and it's just like
So
it's just, like,
scary.
it's kind of scary, kind of creepy too. It's just like
Yeah.
it's like the perfect vibes. It's just such a cool area.
I appreciate how like how unforgiving to an extent the stealth is. Like you really don't know a ton about what they're doing, and I like that a lot. That there's not like a vision cone or like a dot on the map or something like that. Like you really have to use your whereabouts and your wits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I imagine the AP sensor is probably helpful here too, because you can like
Oh,
feel the
yeah.
vibrations if there are
Yeah.
people like around the corner or whatever.
Yep.
I forget I have half that shit most
Yeah,
of the time,
totally.
Same.
and just like don't use it.
Cruising.
I didn't have the. I don't think I had the gas mask flamethrower dudes roll up until after the.
It's
big
after, yeah,
cutscene.
but
okay.
yeah,
I was
it's
because I was trying to find them. I was like, I want to pop one of their fucking backpacks.
Yeah.
I just want
Uh,
to pop him in the fucking back.
Pop the backpack.
Yeah, I want to pop the
Pop
guy in
that
the back.
backpack.
Let me get that gas mask. Let me
Yeah.
hit it. Let me
What
hit
is
that gas
happening?
mask.
Breathe it in. Pop it.
Let me let me breathe in the shit that pops from the backpack.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Yeah. That's the good stuff right there. That's the good stuff right there.
Yikes! I
No,
don't know what I
they're
just did.
after. They're
Okay,
after the cutscene.
For
For $10 a month, you get video of that. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Very tried.
you know you want it.
The whole point of this, by the way, if anybody has forgotten from last episode, is we're trying to get to the top of the mountain so that we can get access to a meeting point where Eva is, and she's going to give us the key to get into Groznygrad, which is the kind of like the outer heaven of this game. It's like the
Yeah.
big bad fortress.
Yeah, it's like their big fortress. Like this is
Yeah.
where everything goes down.
and to some extent, minus like a little bit of a detour, Groznygrad is kind of like the rest of the game, a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of to some extent. Like we do get like a sort of you get ejected and then have to come back kind of a thing. But yeah, this is kind of we're gonna be camping out. So you
Ramping
gotta get
up.
familiar. Yeah. Did you guys? I kind of stopped like trying to catalog every single fucking item you can find.
Yeah.
So I just kind of like wrote down some of the shit that I ran into. I found a rocket launcher on the mountaintop base.
Oh shit! What?
That was pretty much it. Did you
That's
guys find
sick.
anything crazy?
No, I did not find
I
that.
also found the rocket launcher, the RPG-7. It's like on the way up you can find it in that area. But I don't really know that I found, aside from like the Gakkos and the Karopis I was looking for. I didn't really find anything too crazy.
I appreciate you weaving Karopi into your vernacular.
Yeah.
Gotta do it.
Had to do it to him.
Do it, lady.
But yeah, I guess this section can be played like so many different ways. It's a lot of fun. I legitimately put save points at the beginning of each
Mhm.
zone. That way, if
Yep.
I wanted to, I could just kind of roll it back and have fun. And it is pretty fun to get caught. Like I know we talk about like
Totally.
sort of the litmus for like a good stealth game is like, is it fun getting caught? And yeah, so I mean, so we get to the top. We get to this little hidey hole. It's like it's a studio apartment at the at the top of a mountain.
It's a great view for the cost.
A studio apartment in beautiful Krasnogorye Mountain in Russia.
Surrounded by vultures and scorpions and cobras
Yeah.
And helicopters.
and helicopters.
Great view. 5,000 a month OBO.
Yeah. It's one bed,
Shared laundry.
zero bath. One bed, zero
Yes.
bath.
Shared laundry for sure.
No central heating and air. It's a
Island in the
steal.
kitchen though. That's pretty.
Ooh.
It's pretty sick. Yeah.
Fancy.
Yeah. Wired for gigabit Ethernet too.
Yeah,
Very
weirdly.
I
strange.
mean,
Crazy
kind of a
that.
steal at that point.
Yeah, 5,000 OBO.
Yeah, but it's
choice.
charter. Unfortunately, it's it's Spectrum.
Fucking
But yeah, Lily, do you want to talk about this cutscene? It is kind of lengthy. It's when it happened, I was like, man, there's like 3 long cutscenes back to back.
Yeah.
And I sort of was
They
like, I
lock
wish
you
I
in.
had the Death Stranding too, like save in the middle of a cutscene,
Right?
or look at the progress thing.
I know. I want that in every game now. I feel spoiled by it.
Yeah, so you go through this like studio apartment like we discussed, and
Rent
you
control.
get to You get to what amounts to the smallest area in the game, which is the behind ruins area of Krasnogoria Mountains, and this is like you walk out and it's basically like a ledge. And me being me, who I am as a person, after these cutscenes, I do just want to point out that I was like, okay, now how do I get? I wasn't paying attention clearly. How do I get down to Groznygrad now? Oh, I must
almost
have to
did the
climb down
exact
this
same
cliff.
thing.
And then I died, and I was like, nope, I forgot that I have to go back. I was told this, and I have to go back to the place where I was.
No.
So I did that. But you go through, and Eva is there, and
She's like half
she,
nude the moment you walk through the
Yeah.
door.
Of course,
yeah, because
no
of course
clothes.
she is. Like, what else? What else do you expect? But you go in and you kind of like observe Groznygrad from the cliff.
Get that
And
over bird's eye view.
yeah, and to kind of like see your where you're going to come in and all the other stuff, and she gives you the key. And then they have this conversation where Eva kind of asked him about the boss, and is just like, she's like, well, we can escape. I've hid a wig at the lake. We just have to do this. Like, you just have to destroy the Shagohod, get Sokolov, and then we'll bounce on the wig.
The wig being an airplane, not
yes,
like somebody's hairpiece.
Correct. But I'm also forgetting, she tells you what you have to do, which is you have to go into Groznygrad.
Yep.
You have to steal the clothes of Major Rydenovich Rykov.
What a
I think is
weird
his name.
moment in this fucking game.
Okay, I'm glad that this is your reaction too, because that was my reaction. I was like, maybe I'm
incredibly
missing
weird.
something.
Well, no, so you are totally missing something.
Oh, I
This is a
am? Okay,
reference-
good.
This is a reference to the protagonist of Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah, that's what I
was,
thought it was.
Yeah. But it's just such
But
a
why?
Yeah, exactly. Like why?
Yeah. It feels like it's just meant to make fun of Raiden again.
Yeah.
Because like so Eva tells you, it's like you have to go into I think it's the west wing of the weapons lab is where
Believe so.
Sokolov is. So you have to go in, you have to get Rykov's outfit, and you have a mask that looks like Rykov. And basically Rykov is Volgan's like young boy, basically. and they do creative shit in his room.
Yes.
Well, they show
and
that little photograph with the very
of him,
long
like,
and look between the two. Yeah.
senpai,
very-
the
Please
senpai,
notice
like
me,
fucking
senpai.
fruits basket, fucking. Look.
Well, it's weird. It's weird too that she shows this to you after a very long scene where Snake is like looking at the scars all over her body,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Yeah, Volgan gave these to me, but here's his
Yeah.
soft boy." Like,
He's this
Yeah.
soft young lad that he likes to play games with in his room. And you're treated to a cutscene of Rykov walking down this hallway, and if you haven't figured it out by this point, this is where you're just like, oh, that's Raiden.
It's just straight
Yeah.
up.
just
Straight up.
really
Raiden.
creepy, unnerving Unreal Engine Raiden.
Yeah.
He does not look like the Raiden I know. He looks very
Yeah,
strange.
No,
in,
this is
Unreal.
uncanny Raiden. This is like Mr.
It's literally
Scratch.
unreal.
This is
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
Scratch, right?
But Eva's just like, it's gonna be okay. You look the same from behind.
Yeah, what the fuck does that mean?
Which I don't know if I'd be happy with this femme fatale that I have sexual tension with telling me that I look like a fairy twink from behind. Like, I don't know if
Yeah.
that's like my favorite thing in the world, but
Is well, and like, are they making like a meta joke about?
yeah,
Like, is that what it is?
I
Okay.
think.
It
Because
very
like
much. Yeah.
the whole thing, the reasoning behind Raiden that we've heard in the past, we've talked about on this podcast, is he was the protagonist of 2 to appeal to the female gaze, basically.
Oh, right.
And from what we understand, the females do not fuck with Raiden.
Yeah, I
so
feel
they
like that
I
we
want that snake booty.
Yeah, I feel like we found that was bullshit eventually.
I think
just
it
can't
must have been
remember.
bullshit.
Yeah.
But yeah. But then to turn this like very feminine Twinkie boy into
Skin like milk.
yeah.
Do they describe him like that?
Constitution of a Victorian child, like no, they don't.
I'm like, is this Alessia or just dialogue from the game? I don't know anymore. I'm like, did I miss him describe him?
But to then turn him into legitimately the butt of a very strange gay joke.
Yeah.
It's very interesting, and not to. And again, we're gonna play it obviously, but not to spoil too much of it. There is a scene in Metal Gear Solid 2 where you do play as Raiden. He is naked, and he's like running around covering his junk up, and you see his butt. So that's another homage. It's a weird way to say about this. Homage to that in the scene.
He does his own ass work.
He does.
Call it a stunt. A stunt
no
ass.
stunt asses here.
Yeah. I will say they definitely tripled down on this Raiden thing too, because like, so if you picked I Love Metal Gear Solid 2 or whatever to get the mask, like you can get some codec conversations where they talk shit about Raiden.
Yep.
But then you get this where she's like low key talking shit about Raiden, and then they triple down once we get to the scene that we're gonna get to, where Raiden is just the fucking punching bag. So.
Yeah, 100%. So you find out then, okay, you get to the West Wing, you get Sokolov out, you get to this lake that's about 30 miles away from Groznygrad, and then the Wig is waiting there, and that's how they'll escape.
Mm-hmm. You have to blow up Shagohod as well, right? I think
you have to do that. You have to get Shagohod, escape with the Shagohod and blow up Sokolov. Yes.
We're gonna load this motherfucker onto a small plane.
Yep. But yeah, Snake's just like, I can't fly a fucking Wig, and Eva's like, I can. I'm an excellent pilot, and Snake is just like, basically, you can't fly a plane. You're a woman. Is basically what the vibe here is. Type B. He's just like, it's trickier than it looks, and just like, yeah, you. She's like, I'll be fine, and then Snake kind of
and she will. Spoiler.
Dirt. Yeah, she will. Snake kind of notices the dirt on her boot at that point. And then she gets to the question. She's like, what's up with you and the boss? And Snake is like, she was like my mother and my master. And Eva's like,
yeah.
And your lover? And he's just like, it's deeper than that.
He's like, ew,
like,
gross.
None of your business.
Your fucking business, wench.
She's never touched my penis, but I wish she would have. That's why I'm here.
I think about it a lot.
I smell this bandana when James isn't playing the game.
I use the bandana to tie my balls in a bundle and get myself going.
No, it's for asphyxiation. He's like, I use the bandana to choke myself. Speak.
But he's just like saying shit like, half of me belongs to the boss, and
disciple shit.
Yeah, and Eva's like, do you love her, or do you hate her? And he's just like, does it have to be one or the other? And then Eva's like, between a man and a woman, always.
Yeah, she's like, something like that. Your Facebook relationship status, and he's like, it's complicated.
Snake's like, look, I contain multitudes, so fuck off, Ava. Come on.
Yeah. But yeah, and then
she's really charismatic in this scene, though. I think in
the
first
scene
we had with her, she
all of the scenes I feel like are very captivating. Like, it's another time where I'm like, oh, I wish I could experience this in the old graphics, because I'm like, this fucking. Sometimes I'll be, I'll look at an old game and I'll be like, I thought that this was as good as it could get. You know?
I think I literally said those words when I was playing like MGS4. I was like, I think this is it. We capped out.
It will never be better than this. Yeah.
And yeah, so this is the shots, the dialogue. I'm eating it up.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I think, did I forget about entirely forget about the scene where Volgan's punching the? No, this is
it happens.
That's
like
about
right
to
now.
happen. Yeah.
Like as soon as Eva leaves,
which is so funny.
the fate of
Yeah,
our
it's my as well.
sweet boy Granon. Like he was going to be a
Yeah.
bro. He was supposed to be in Metal Gear
Yeah.
Solid 5. God damn it!
He was.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so they continue having this dialogue. Eva reminds Snake that he does still have to kill the boss as part of his mission. And then they're having a dialogue, and Eva's just like, how do you feel about me? And Snake's like, I could be asking you the same question. And she's like,
Oh
if it's
shit!
part of the mission, I can fall in love even with you. And then she
Oh.
like does like the sultry like zips down the
Yep.
jacket. And you see her boobs again.
Always
And then
the zipper
Eva,
move.
yeah, always a zipper move. And they do like a little light kissing.
She gets in there.
She does get in there, and Snake is like very much like,
Yeah. Where does this kiss sit compared to the Sam and Fragile kiss?
I still think the Sam and Fragile kiss from like a mocap standpoint,
was
like a
really
graphical
good.
it was
standpoint, is
really
like
good.
the most real kiss I've ever seen in a video
I
game.
agree.
Like,
I agree.
I do want to take the time just to make the formal announcement that we did get in contact with the management for the voice actress for Eva. I don't know why her name has escaped me. Ariel.
Jodie Benson.
But yeah, Jodie Benson. And unfortunately, it was a pass. So I just want to go ahead and quell that.
Boo.
But yes, anyway.
Yeah,
sorry.
they got to get to know us better.
Yeah, they got to find.
I think you should still show up at the fucking office and just be like,
Yeah, they'll come back around. Yeah, you should definitely show up at the office.
Yeah,
Nothing threatening about that.
Yeah, in no way whatsoever.
oh, you're gonna be on this podcast.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so they're kissing. They're kissing. She's kissing on him.
Kissing.
They're kissing. And then I think it might be Volgan doing his thing down below that interrupts them, right? Or is it something else?
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
she hauls ass on her motorcycle. She's
Yeah,
like,
she
yo,
does.
I gotta go.
Oh yeah.
I got my motorcycle jacket.
Yeah,
then
basically.
whatever
So
the
she like
Lil Wayne
rips.
line is.
Yeah, she like rips it off of the cliff, and then Snake looks back down at Groznygrad, and we get this scene of Volgan just fucking going ham on this oil drum, and he's just like bam, wham, and just punching the shit out of it. And you get like a shot of the bottom of it, and like blood is leaking out of it. So there is somebody in this oil drum,
It
and you're
looked
just
like
like,
way too pink in Delta. Like it looked like Kool-Aid. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
yeah. It's very like, it is very much like a ketchup stain in Delta for sure.
It is.
He does this like, it's hard to explain. He does like a weird Kamehameha pose, and then just like yells really loud, and then punches the drum with both hands.
Well, he's got the
And then
bullets in his hands too.
Yeah, he's got the bullets, and he like shocks it with his fist, and then he knocks it into a pile of oil drums like he's bowling.
Yep.
And then the drum that he's been punching ricochets off of those drums and flies into the air, and then suspended in gravity, Granon's lifeless corpse goes out of the drum.
It was a good reenactment.
Yeah, and he just like
$10
falls
a month.
to the ground. Yeah, $10 a month. You can see the reaction there.
This whole scene is
Um,
very Tekken coded to me. Like
yeah.
it feels like a Tekken
Oh yeah,
cutscene.
so Tekken.
Yeah. And Ocelot walks up, and he's like,
My God,
"Did you get
Ocelot.
anything out of him?" And Volgan's like, "No, he died before I could get anything
Yeah.
out of him."
Volgan was like, Volgan was like when my wife comes home from work and she's like, "Did you take any meat out to thaw in the sink?" And I'm like, "Sure did." And she's like, "Why is it still frozen?" Like it was very like.
Yeah.
Volgan clearly never asked that motherfucker a single question. Just gonna go
No,
ahead
he
and
just
put
wanted
that
to
out
beat
there.
up on the drum. And it's just this close up of Granon's lifeless corpse.
Yeah.
And Ocelot's like, so he wasn't the spy then? And then Volgan like reaches down into his very nice shoes that Snake complimented and finds this transmitter. So like, yeah, Volgan kind of knew the whole time. and he just wanted to fucking beat him to death with a whale drum.
Ocelot
where we
even
get
is
that-
like, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say Ocelot even is like, wait a minute, so he wasn't the spy. Somebody was tracking him, and Volgan's like, bleh.
Yeah, isn't it this conversation we also get that sick ass like dual, like side by side shot?
I think
When
so.
they're-
When,
they're, like, talking to
Volgan's
each other
like,
and,
"Don't
like-
question me, motherfucker," or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you
And he
get
like
Ocelot being
zaps the transmitter in front of Ocelot's face, and Ocelot's like,
Yeah, Ocelot's face is very much like,
Little-
are we the bad
little-
guys?
yeah,
Yeah.
little ninny boy over here, Ocelot. Speaking of twink boys,
Yeah. Volgan gets extra pissed too because the boss shows up and she's like, all the
Yeah.
fucking cobras are dead except for the Fury. And he's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? He's like, I don't know. His take is like, well, the cobras are like fucking suck. And then Ocelot says like, no, he's just really good. And Volgan's like, got a fucking crush? What's going on? right now?"
It was
Um,
very much the vibe.
And then the boss straight up is just like, yo, he's coming. You need to like fucking ramp up the defenses because he's coming
Yeah.
to kill me and he's coming to kill you guys. And so this thing happens actually. I wanted to ask about this, and hopefully we're not jumping ahead too much. I feel like if you've played up until this part, you will more than likely know at some point later in the episode. So Ocelot, before he walks away, he like smells Tatiana's perfume. So like Eva has shown up in the midst of the scene.
yes,
And he smells her perfume and he's like sketched out by it or whatever. And then
Yep.
he notices her scuffed boot as well. And before he walks away from her, he like does his little cool guy hands, his little like, so he does the hands and he walks away. And if you're holding R1, you can see Eva doing them to his back.
yeah.
Oh my God,
it's
are you
so
serious?
funny. Yeah,
It's
it's
so
very
funny.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But my thought was, is she doing it back as sort of like a signal that like, yo, I got you?
Maybe, yeah.
Like it was kind of
Yeah.
weird because it didn't seem mocking enough from the position, but I don't know. I didn't hold R1 for this during the PS2 moment, so maybe it's a little bit more transparent as to like if she's mocking him or not.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, I almost had a little slip up that gave away an end of the game twist.
Yeah.
Just
I
go
also
ahead.
do I also do love that like as he's like one thing I just remembered about it was like as he's like inspecting her, he because he takes the Fear's like bow gun and like threatens her
Mhm.
Right.
with it at like arrow point basically. But he's like walking around, he like smells her and he goes like this, he goes
Oh
just, like,
yeah.
fucking
he sure does.
insufferable. He like taps his temple a couple of times.
Yeah.
It's like, you insufferable little shit heel.
Yeah.
And it's just so fucking funny. And he's like, yeah, I don't know. It's just like really funny.
I feel like every male
And then while he's threatening her at fucking arrow point, he goes, nice boots.
Yeah.
And just being a fucking prick. It's
He's
it's
like the
fucking
Sonic
hilarious.
the Hedgehog of this universe. Like
Yes.
he fucking
yeah.
kills
Well,
me every time.
he's Shadow, I think.
Yo, yeah, that's fair. He's
Shadow.
Shadow. He's Shadow for sure.
Fucking edgelord.
1000% shadow. Maximum shadow.
I feel like, and hopefully this isn't going to. Which, by the way, when I said Granon was supposed to be an MGS5, I don't mean actually. I just mean he was supposed to be like one of the bros who like came aboard. You know what I mean? But what I was gonna say is, hopefully this doesn't open a can of worms. Every male character in this game is like a different fucking flavor of incel. I feel like, like we have the whole plethora here.
Yeah.
We've
run the gamut.
Yeah, exactly. So it's very, very fucking funny to me. But also a little upsetting. Anyway, from here we get access to our controls again. And Snake has to, as we alluded to, double back and not throw his body off the cliff. I like to imagine
That's
that he's
key.
like,
don't throw your body off the cliff trying to get down the Grosny because it will not pan out for you. Just as a heads up.
can you imagine if you jumped off and Snake pretends like he's on a little motorcycle?
Like, I can do it too.
I encompass and I
trained for this.
Fucking, it's like the beginning. What is it? what is that Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg movie
The dad
where
one?
The Rock and Samuel
Where
L.
they're
Jackson like
cops?
throw them? Yeah, where they're cops, like the beginning, like The Rock
The
and
other
Samuel L.
guys.
Jackson, like, the other guys, yeah, where they throw themselves off the building at the beginning and just die.
Yeah.
It's like that.
I'm reminded of the fucking X-Force all dying in Deadpool.
In
Oh my
Deadpool.
God.
Very
Yes.
funny to me.
So
Very
good.
Including Brad Pitt, who
yeah, for
Yeah.
a split second.
split second Brad Pitt.
But yeah, so as you circle back, you can pick up some items in the studio apartment. I don't know why
Yeah,
that's
the
funny to call
studio-
that
the
that.
studio.
Yeah, you can pick up some items in the fucking 12-story walk-up studio apartment. And then as you double back through the tunnels, everybody's easier to trank because you're like
Yeah.
right up on them at this point. But the flamethrower bros are walking around,
Love those guys.
foreshadowing.
Harbingers of what's to come.
Yeah, and then you go through a little side tunnel, which I can't. So I didn't do it. I almost did it. It prompts you to go like you. It does the little letterboxing, like you can go through here before you go visit Eva. So I don't know what happens.
I think when it does that because you're approaching the exit, but it tells you can't go. Because
Got it.
Yeah.
But then we go in there and we go into this little underground tunnel and we
Tunnel
have
time.
a
It's
fight.
the Groznygrad Underground Tunnel.
Yes. And we have a fight with the final, not really the final, I guess, because of the boss, but
Yeah.
the final of the non-boss Cobras.
Yeah.
Well, not technically.
Oh, that's true. I forgot. I forgot about Ghost Dad. But yeah,
Title
so
of
we
the
had,
episode.
yeah, exactly. Oops. But yeah, so funny enough, so when we walk down here, right, it's like Snake is trying to be all sneaky and something's up. Like we know something's about to go down.
Yeah.
And then this complete fucking psychopath wearing like a cosmonaut outfit who looks like Mysterio from Spider-Man fucking flies up like a bat out of hell and then just starts fucking pontificating while
Real
setting fire.
talkative.
Yeah.
Um,
I had a vision of space, and do you know what I saw there? The world in flames, or whatever.
I'm
the
like,
fuck.
is this guy
Yeah,
a
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
David Bowie song? I'm like, take it easy.
yeah. I will say, is it during this that does he monologue about the boss going to space? I can't remember if it pops up here yet or not.
No, I think so. He mentioned he's like it was the beginning of the fight is him saying he saw fury,
Right.
the horrible unquenching fury, and blah blah blah. And that's what you get. I think his death speech is the
Yeah.
Got
the
it.
extra pontificating.
Um,
What I do love, I just want to say, and I will let one of you take this section away as far as like leading it, but I do want to mention, I do love that he comes out and he goes, I saw the world in and I came from space and blah blah blah, and then like if you hit him, he's like, God damn it! In the middle
Yeah.
of the fight, he's like he lets a mask slip a little bit.
yeah. It's the most Alessio coded fucking moment in the game. It's just like grand monologue, motherfucker. The duality
but
of
yeah,
man.
Yeah, but he gets like in this like monologue about like the fury of space or whatever the fuck, and then he uses his rocket launcher, what were also a flamethrower, and like blasts across the hallway to confront Snake, and then the battle starts, and now you have to fight the Fury.
Yeah. And these next two boss fights are gonna have some very like paranormal things to them.
Yes.
Because the conclusion of this fight is very confusing. You're like, well, wait a minute.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like to be fair though, the end of the end also had that too with
That's
the
true,
fucking
that's
true.
vines, like revealing and like this
Yeah,
whole
that's true.
A lot of strange,
photosynthesis thing.
Yeah.
a lot of strange things happening.
Parasites. I mean, nanomachines. I mean, midichlorians. I mean, the one thing I just wanted to point out before we go into the fight is that this man is voiced by Richard Doyle. For fans of the series, his name might be familiar to you. He voices Big Boss in Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh no shit.
That's right. Okay.
When there's
cool.
the fucking, I mean, we're gonna get into it when we recover
That's really
MGS4,
interesting.
but there's sort of like a credit reveal moment that
Oh, that's a dope
kicks
fun
off
fact.
like a post credits thing. That's really cool.
Yeah, love that.
But yeah, really cool dude. He has worked on Ben 10 with Paul Eiding a lot as
Wow,
well.
shout out Ben 10.
Shout out Ben 10. Shout out Grandpa Max.
Hell yeah. But yeah, anywho, yeah, they're in this fight. It's a pretty standard fight.
Yeah.
It feels like if Vulcan
Yeah.
Raven was fast,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. This was interesting because overall I didn't have a lot of like difficulty with the fight, but this was the first time where like the camera and the sticking to cover and stuff really came and fucked me a couple times.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
that's so fair.
Because the hallways are just like kind of narrow and you
Very
have to
narrow.
navigate around and do some
Yeah.
stuff with the hallways. And I would just get stuck on walls, and that would then cause me to get like burned by fire, which I don't like. Don't get burned by fire, Snake. Like that's the whole point of that. And so it was a little frustrating, but not difficult for me. It was just like,
Yeah.
God, fuck. Like I was doing the goddamn it thing.
God
with him.
damn it.
Yep,
God
100%.
damn it. What the fuck?
It is worse on the PS2 version. This is
Oh,
definitely
really? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, for everybody at home who has not been listening to the full season for whatever reason, I'm playing the OG PS2 release alongside this, so it's not the subsistence camera rework, so that might actually play better. I think part of the issue is the subsistence version does have the third person camera, like we're all used to in the year of our Lord 2025.
Yep.
But it's zoomed out a little bit, so you're kind of. It almost looks like a GTA character camera a little bit.
Oh,
Like,
interesting. Okay.
Oh,
but in this, I feel like we're so far up Snake's ass.
We
all
really
the
are.
fucking
We're
time.
very close. It's like
And
that third person Unreal. Like I feel like I'm playing like Gears of War.
Yeah, 100%. And so it just, I don't know, the claustrophobic interior does not play well with the. And I wish there was a setting like Final Fantasy VII Remake put it to where I could change the distance, but
Oh, that's nice.
yeah.
Yeah, this fight did feel like the opposite of how much I loved kind of that open environment we were just in, climbing up and down the mountain, and it's like, and now you're putting me in kind of this maze hell with this psycho flame cosmonaut.
Yeah. Apparently,
What a
there is a like if you go to the opposite end of the arena from where you start, there's a locked door down there you can stand next to, and he will just kind of like wander into view to let you pop him, but his
weird.
flamethrower can't get you there.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
This was Walter Fang in the Discord was like, I googled this, and this is that exploit existed in the original as well, so they like
Oh,
put
nice.
that in.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's dope.
So
Cheese,
good to know for
please.
subsequent runs if you're curious.
Love some cheese.
A little cheese, a little
Would love
like
to.
a little grilled cheese. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. But yeah, I think overall, like this is probably the most frustrating boss fight in the entire game. If I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, this and the. I think we were going to say the same thing.
Were we?
At the count of 3, 3, 2, 1.
I don't remember what I was going to
The
say.
ladder.
I forgot his
The ladder.
The dude with the bees.
Oh, the pain.
Oh, the pain.
Yeah,
the pain,
fuck
I
that
think,
guy.
is the
That fight
hardest.
sucked.
Yeah, that's pretty.
The pain is
frustrating.
the hardest boss, I think.
This is the most
Fury
frustrating.
Is the most frustrating.
Yeah. Okay.
He's,
I can get on board with that.
You
Yeah,
can
I don't
sneak,
think-
like you can trick the Fury into not knowing where the fuck you are, which is funny. I also love that he just fucking kills scores of bats during this
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does not like the bats. It's very, very mean. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like it's one of those ones where it's like it's not hard, it's just frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
But
I did not have a good time.
No. I'm straight up not having a good time, bro.
Yeah, I like him like thematically. I love.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's probably
And
one
the
of my
fire
favorite.
looks beautiful.
Yeah, I think he's one of my favorite of the Cobra unit.
Yeah. Aesthetically pleasing to look at.
Yeah, but mechanically, no, thank you.
Yes.
You do end up killing him though, and he's like stumbling around. His like suit's kind of on fire a little bit. He's kind of like he's like, boss, I'm off to join the sorrow. You're the only one of us left, and you have to carry on, or whatever. And then he like starts having his like suit starts like literally he starts like combusting,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah, it's almost like
almost
if
like
air touches him as a human, it bursts into
yes.
like it's like a real Johnny
Right.
Storm situation is what it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he rips his helmet off and then starts absorbing all of the fire into his body. And he's like, the fires of hell are gonna purge me clean. And he's like losing it, dude.
Yeah.
And then he like stands up and he has this like vision of space. He's like, I can see it. I can see the earth. Can you read me, Mission Control? And he like starts to try and like use his rocket or his jetpack to kind of like take off, and you hear like the Mission Control stuff in the background of the scene, and he
Yeah.
like kind of floats off and he goes like, I'm coming home, and then he just like fucking I see the earth, and he crashes into the fucking ceiling and blows up. And then like Snake like has to dodge out of the way of like falling debris, and then these fucking flaming skulls
Yeah, with his face on
Yep.
them.
with his face on them come like chasing after Snake, and Snake's like, what the fuck? And he like
I'm also like,
Has
what
to-
the fuck?
yeah, I am also like, what the fuck? Because this is like, this game has been really weird so far. This is
Yeah.
probably the weirdest thing we've seen up to this point.
Yeah,
This
it's
is the
probably
most
most
overtly supernaturally weird thing that's happened.
Yeah,
Yes.
agreed.
Yeah. So Snake bolts it through this door, and then the last like flaming sorrow skull hits the door and blows up and like blocks the tunnel. So you've now reached a point where you cannot go back to
Yep.
where you were before. This is like a point of no return for the game in a lot of ways. And yeah,
It
that's
is sort of like the
Fury.
beginning of the next chunk of the game. Like if we think of Virtuous Mission as its own section, and
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
we've played up until this point as its own section, this does feel like sort of Act 3 of
Yes.
Yeah.
ostensibly like a 4 or 5 act game.
Agreed.
Yeah, and then we're in just fucking Groznygrad.
Just like
Yeah.
in a ladder, right? It's gonna
James,
pop up.
James, can you tell us about your initial thoughts when you got into Groznygrad? Because I know this is your first time playing MGS3. I know it seems like the PS2 origins have been on your brain while you've been playing. What was the vibe? What were your thoughts?
Yeah, vibes were immaculate. As I was playing it, I wondered, like, I was like, oh, this. I would imagine that this probably felt really fucking cool to get to this part and play this after having enjoyed Metal Gear Solid. It just feels like a good evolution of like what has come before, which I feel like that's not the first time I've said that about something Hideo Kojima's done. So good on you for always improving. That's right. This is the part where I got like kind of Ground Zero vibes, where I was just like, yeah, like I'm putting the fucking thermal goggles on, I'm sneaking around, I'm taking people out.
There are like a ton of ways to kind of tackle this, and there's a lot of spaces and a lot of stuff to find. Like it's very much like a choose your own adventure in a way that
Yes.
the game is and has been up to this point, but like not anywhere to this degree. This is like
Yeah,
this is your-
it feels
your
like
playground.
Yeah, it almost feels like, the game has been teaching me all of these things, and now it's like, all right,
Yeah. Here you
figure
go.
it out. And I'm like, yes,
Yeah, this also feels so fucking Metal Gear, like OG Metal Gear.
I bet. Yeah,
I don't know if it's like the design of the buildings and sort of like the weirdly generic nature of the design of the buildings or what, but it's like it definitely has like
Yeah,
a
it's so like utilitarian cold.
yeah,
like,
and even the
yeah.
color scheme for this area too. It just feels very like I don't know. It really evokes like the MSX2 Metal Gear, and I guess the NES Metal Gear to some extent, but the color
Yeah.
palettes are a little different.
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Let me know what you guys think. I'm kind of thinking, since it's such a huge area and since there are so many sort of little nooks and crannies, like I kind of think like I guess in true book club fashion, like I kind of think unless one of us has like an engaging story of like a thing that we found off to the side, I kind of think we just kind of breeze through it.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit here and
Yeah.
describe like then you enter a quadrant that has three pickup trucks that have
Right,
ammo
yeah.
underneath in a shed. Like,
Yeah. I think it's probably good enough for us to just be like it's a really spectacular area. I love when you go in there, like the cutscene, it like Snake comes out of the little tunnel and then it zooms out and you just see the entire area and it's just like, what am I about to do?
Yeah.
This is crazy. And then you can kind of like take it however you want to, and I think it's probably just good enough. I don't know that anything like super remarkable happened to me in this section. I
Yeah.
kind of played it pretty careful. I didn't get caught. It was pretty stealthy.
right.
It's just like really fun. There's like guys in watchtowers. There are dogs. There are guys all over the place. There's like different quadrants. There's like underground areas you can climb through. Again, lots of trucks and things you climb under. Like it's a jungle gym of stealth, basically.
Oh,
that's
in
cool.
can you go prone in the OG? It's that you can't like crouch walk in the OG.
Yeah,
right?
you just can't crowd
Okay,
You can go
yeah.
prone
Because
and
I was like,
crawl.
it's super sick being able to crawl under shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love shooting at people from prone. Like, I love when he rolls on his back and shoots. I'm just like, this is cool as fuck.
It's very, like,
I,
special agent.
Yeah.
I
I'm a
will
sucker.
say there's a part of me going back to sort of the PS2 thing again, because like not only am I playing both, but
Yeah.
I'm just sort of trying to channel like how did I feel about this when it came out. It's weird because I kind of think if you're somebody who played MGS5 or played Ground Zeroes, and then you're coming to this because you're like, oh, sick, like Unreal Engine, new Metal Gear, and you don't really know the context, really.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird because it feels so ahead of its time, and then simultaneously in 2025, like so quaint. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it's like
we've seen like crazier shit than this out of Ground Zeroes and 5 because of like the
Mhm.
advancements, but it's like this walked so that Ground Zeroes and 5 could run.
100%.
Like it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's such a dynamic area, and it's just like he probably wouldn't have had like this was obviously his frame of reference for those games, and having like the
Right.
big sandboxy area to kind of like do your stealth and
Right.
do whatever you want in. So like it is extremely quaint, and like especially if you're coming directly from those ones, but also it's just like it's iconic as well.
Right. Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
Whatever the
there's a
production,
reason why Groznygrad is like the one place that everybody kind of remembers from Metal Gear Solid 3. Is like it's the one
Yeah,
area name.
that's a good
everybody's like,
point.
yep, Groznygrad, that's the one.
Yeah. I almost wonder too behind the scenes what the like production workflow kind of stuff was like, because like I think for a lot of people something like this might feel like a little bit of a gargantuan task, but clearly not only did Kojima see this as like, and I mean I'm putting words into his mouth, but not only did Kojima and his team probably see this as like kind of the peak of what they were trying to do, but the fact that they were like, okay, it's a blueprint, and without Groznygrad, there is no Portable Ops, there is no Peace Walker, there is no
Yeah.
Ground Zeroes. But like, if you can imagine a world in which like his team fucking hated making Groznygrad, like I almost wonder
Yeah.
if like the future of Metal Gear would have just been more of the sort of linear style.
Oh, yeah.
Like hallways with open rooms and kind of like
Right.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it
That's
must have.
interesting.
I mean, it must have been engaging and
Must have
satisfying
been fun to do, yeah.
for them to make as well, I would imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, I would hope so.
I can't even imagine fucking like playtesting and tweaking this thing.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine?
Trying to like figure out like how can we make all of these solutions work without it, feeling too easy or
Especially back
Yeah.
then.
breaking something. Yeah. The crazy amount of like thought has to go into solving that problem, I'd imagine.
Yeah. It reminds me, this map never appears in the game, unless you were playing like subsistence multiplayer. But in Metal Gear Online, there is a lot of like Metal Gear Online on fucking for MGS3 was so goddamn good. But like, if I remember correctly, there is a Groznygrad map, but then there's also this like bombed out like Russian mid-sized city that is literally just like high rises and shit like that, and just like all fucked up, and like it's like you and another squad, like fucking team deathmatching or whatever you're doing.
Mm.
But it's like even that, it's like the fact that Grozny Grad in the single player game then allowed for like, oh, what if we put like 8 people in here?
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like the fact that it even allowed for that is insane.
Yeah.
Like,
It's really cool.
but yeah, MGO was fire. That was like the best reason to have a fucking network adapter on the PS2 back in the day.
For sure. Although now the what's it called? The multiplayer for Delta?
Fox Hunt.
Fox Hunt.
Fox Hunt is coming on October 30th. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, so maybe we'll talk about
Happy
that,
Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll come up in whatever episodes we have coming out after.
Mhm.
Let me check the
Might be a
schedule. How funny is it going to be if the fucking season just ends before?
Yeah,
a bit
right.
Before.
Might be a special treat.
Oh
never
wow,
know.
the finale of our season records November 6th.
Wow.
And
Happy
releases
birthday to
November
me.
11th. So that's crazy.
Oh, is it your birthday?
Oh yeah.
The
I
4th.
knew that. The 4th.
Close
Close
enough.
enough.
Yeah.
I was about to say, like, I
Also
was
go,
like,
go vote.
that feels.
I'll claim it.
Yeah, you'll claim it. Like the week is like your thing. Yeah, go vote.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Go vote. Yeah.
Yeah. Please.
But yeah,
God,
all
dude.
this to say, you get into Grozny Grad, and your goal is to make it to the lab to find Rykov, get his clothes and his credentials,
touch his booty.
Yeah, and get in there. He comes out of the upstairs area. There's that cutscene they show him earlier, shows him like saluting some guys and like walking into the upstairs area. And there's a lot of ways you can go about this. I wound up just kind of going straight upstairs and with the scientist outfit and just
Yep.
kind of like
I also
knocking
did
him
that.
out that way.
You drag him
And you
across
can't kill
the
him. If you kill him, it's game over, I believe.
game over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Is he?
needs
Do you think he's
to-
a descendant? Do you think he like Raiden comes from this man?
I feel like probably it would have to be because that's why there's a time
Yeah.
paradox. If
Do you
don't-
think
Yeah.
do you think that Raiden is a descendant or a clone of this man?
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
I don't know why you would want to clone this.
I mean, I know why Volgan would want to clone him.
Yeah. I think
Maybe in my
reason.
room.
Bring your DNA.
But yeah, did you have any like weird stories about getting Rykov, Alessia?
No, other than I'm gonna be honest, just killing people.
Sure.
I got to a point where I
As
was
you
just
do.
like, yeah. I got to a point where I was like, the silenced pistol is literally like the most fucking insane weapon. Like I was getting
Yeah.
headshots from like 500 meters away.
Yep.
Like, but yeah, so I finally succumbed to the bloodlust, at least for this section. Again, I've got saves made.
gods.
Yeah, I had
I'm
this
still
moment.
fucking guilt-free conscience, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I
Really? Wow.
had this moment
Impressive.
where I was about to fucking trank somebody, and I was like, the drop off is probably gonna fuck me.
Yep.
And then I switched to the lethal pistol, and I was
No
like,
problem.
Alessio, no one can see your kill stats, brother.
Right?
Like, just let her
Yeah.
rip. Like, and
It's
then
just for
No
you.
one can see your kill stats except we have a podcast where we talk about our
yeah.
kill stats.
No, I know.
Look, I've
That-
got a guilty free conscience too, and I've killed
That-
a lot of people.
Yeah, that
There
many
are times I realized I was being sneaky and grabbing people and then still breaking their necks.
just cause to feel
Because-
alive.
Just to feel it. Yeah, you were imagining that they were all wallabies or what was it? That you were hitting?
Wombats,
Wombats. There we go.
Wallaby.
wallabies. But yeah,
But it's
so
also I
you-
like to fucking explore, and I'm just like, get out of
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
way, guys. Like,
Yeah.
I
I
just
got-
want to look
Just wanna look
around.
around.
And just enjoy,
Leave me alone.
Enjoy it. So yeah, so your goal here. So you get Rykov and you drag him to the like locker room area, and you drag him to a very specific locker, and Snake like ransacks his body and gets
Silly.
clothes.
ransacks his
Um,
body.
He's got like got a little
That's
thong
basically
on.
what he does.
No,
That's
I
what
know
he
it's just a
does.
very funny description.
And you he Rykov is wearing a Speedo with a little lightning bolt on it.
Yeah, why does he have like a
Which-
battery in his ass too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. He's Volgan's little sex machine. It's a battery. Keep going.
Is he
Soul
real or is he a
sex
sex robot? You know what I
He
mean?
might be a
Like,
sex robot. He could be a
Could
sex
be.
robot.
Could definitely be a sex robot. Jury's
But
definitely
you-
out on that one.
Yeah, but you drag him and you put his bespidoed body into a locker that has a poster of Raiden from Metal Gear Solid 2.
The implications
yeah,
of this
that's right.
poster being in this locker.
I know it's a little fucked up. It's like
Tough.
I don't like this. I don't like the implications or the vibes here.
oh no, I
Um,
Google searched Rykov Speedo just to like see an image of this feller, and
bless you.
there's a lot of live action cosplaying of like sexy Rykov.
That's so fun. Like
it's pretty-
Rykov specifically?
Yeah, like
That's so funny.
femboys doing sexy Rykov. Rykov is an
Femboy Rykov.
icon based on what I'm seeing.
Femboy icon Radinovich, Ivan Radinovich Rykov.
That's incredible.
Oh my god, the
Well-
fan art. All right, I gotta turn this off or it's gonna steal my
Stay tuned
attention.
for our Rule 34 Patriot Club
Yeah.
episode. $5 and up patrons. Let's go.
Definitely coming back for that.
But once you have the uniform, you have the mask on, and you have to like go into the door in this room to kind of go through to the West Wing. You walk down a hallway and you can see into the Shagahod hangar. So you can see the Shagahod sitting in the hangar as you cross over. And you can't really do anything about it yet, but you can cross over. And then you go to the entrance to the West Wing, and there are 2 guards at the end of the hall. And you have press X to salute, basically. And you can walk up to the guys and salute them, and they'll let you
Press
into
F
the
to
room.
pay respect.
Press F to pay respects, yeah.
So fun.
And you get to your next section, and you find
This
Mr.
scene is. I remember the first time I saw this scene was like one of the tensest moments in a Metal Gear.
yeah.
Mr. Soak of Law.
It was
is in this
tense.
room. It's very tense. Like this whole, like from here up to the end of this segment is just like heart pounding. Like, oh my god, what the
Mhm.
fuck moments for sure. Definitely like a lot of like high octane, like very heart pumping action and suspense and what have you. It's very good. Somebody else talk about this. I am pooped.
Yeah, so I mean, from this point, essentially, Snake's having a conversation with Sokolov about like where they're at with.
Well, hang on. Sorry, I have
hit me with it.
immediately.
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
hit me.
He walks in, and Eva or Tatiana is in there with Sokolov.
That's right. That's right.
Just
Sorry.
can't keep it together.
It's Tatiana.
Tatiana.
And Sokolov hands her that like film,
right.
and
Which will be important later.
yes.
Yep.
And goes, "You can count on me," and then leaves. She asks about the philosopher's legacy, and Sokolov's like, "I don't know anything about that." And then she like pulls out like the lipstick tube, and he is like, "Are you trying to kill me?" Like everybody thinks this lipstick tube is like a weapon of some
mass
kind.
destruction.
And
Yeah.
they're all
Yeah.
scared of the fucking lipstick, and it's always
That's because
just
they're
like,
scared of a powerful woman who
Yeah, they
looks
are
good.
they're scared of women in STEM.
Yeah, 100%.
That's all it is.
I know
That's
I
all
am.
it is. Yeah.
That's why I'm scared of my wife.
They're scared of women in STEM, and they're scared of women with STEMs. Am I right,
Oh,
boys?
yeah. Oh,
Hey,
Give me a high
yeah.
five.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah. For some reason, Snake is like, does Snake not realize that Eva and Tatiana are the same person?
right?
At this point, I'm just gonna assume Snake is a big dumb idiot like Sam from Death Stranding. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
Delta Stranding
Delta
Good old
very different
Delta
game.
Stranding.
because he's a real.
I
big
will
dumb.
say, okay, I'm gonna be very transparent. I did not put it together until an embarrassingly late amount of time.
Oh shit! Really?
So
How long did
I
it take
might
you to
also
figure out
be.
that?
The end, like right after I killed the end. Like I think when
Holy
you see
shit,
her, the next
James.
moment, I was like, oh wait a second, because I kept being like, I was like, man, who the fuck is this Tatiana
Yeah.
person?
Why does she look so familiar?
Yeah.
So was it the cutscene where she shows up down there after Grannon gets the Rock and Sock
Yeah,
Robot
the
where you
boots.
figured it out?
Yeah, Roslet compliments her boots. And I was like, oh, yeah.
I feel okay. So to
I
be
know
fair,
who you are.
they really do highlight her boots in the scene before and then highlight it again. And I think that was supposed to be the
Yeah.
put it together moment.
It was for the people that were processing it as I was.
Yeah, I
They're
think
we'll give you this one.
Yeah, I think like that was like, if you haven't figured out by now, we're just gonna fucking tell you that this is
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, because
I like to imagine.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
I was gonna say James not knowing until the credits rolled sounds like the
I'm
funniest.
What? How?
I can't believe this.
All this time?
All this time. But yeah, so because like what happens here is that she leaves and Snake's like, and he like bolts away and hides behind some like boxes so he doesn't get seen by her. And I always wonder, like, is it because he's trying, like, it's just part of the cover of it all, or it's like he just does not realize that this is the same woman?
I'm not really sure if he's spent that much. Like, I don't think anytime he has seen Tatiana has been like through the scope of a rifle, or like that maybe being it. So like I don't know. I mean, I'll give our boy some plausible deniability, I guess. Like he's still stupid. He's still real stupid. But
he's very fucking stupid.
But yeah, Sokolov straight up looked like he was gonna shit his pants when this lipstick tube came out.
I just think it's fucking crazy that it's just like, okay, well, this hot blonde lady was just here with me, and then she left because she had to get back to Volgin, and then suddenly a hot blonde lady shows up with Volgin, and you're just like, different person. Must hide from this person. I don't know.
Pretty people can do whatever the fuck they want. I feel like everyone's just like, pretty person, brain, no word.
Anyway, so we need to get that out of the way. The Eva scene.
No, for sure. I do love that we get the like fucking Mexico in feature films, Breaking Bad, sepia tone, Shagohod training montage.
Yes. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, I forgot how much old school Kojima loved to just. And again, like there are other writers. I'm going to stop saying Kojima. I'll just say the team. I do love how much the team was obsessed with just let's use military acronyms and talk about weapons for fucking 15 minutes.
They fucking love it. It's the most like Tom Clancy-esque shit where it's just like term.
Yeah.
Like, all right, Sokolov, take it fucking easy.
I do think in 3 it at least feels appropriate because of that, like sort of Tom Clancy spy thriller,
totally
kind of a thing. But anyway. But yeah, long story short, we get to sort of catch up on like where the project is at, what's going on. Sokolov's talking about how it's entering phase 2. He gives us a little bit of a lowdown on like why the Shagohod is so terrifying. Some of it is repeat shit, like we've heard the ICBM thing, but now we're hearing it a little bit more in depth.
I have a thing here about the Shagohod. And it's just like it goes 300 miles an hour to compensate for the missile and all the other stuff on it and all the weight and everything. And it's like it's so cool because like as long as there's a run, like it feels like not nearly as convenient to have the Shagohod as like you would hope or expect. Because the idea of the Shagohod is that it is a tank that can fire a nuke from anywhere, right? But now you're telling me that because of the problems and the complications and the restrictions on the technology, anywhere asterisk down at the bottom that has a runway long enough to sustain this thing.
Right. I also don't understand how it goes that fast with literal drills for arms.
Yeah.
Because like, what the fuck? Like, and that was kind of weird to see it in this level of fidelity and then be like, are those drills not fucking the runway up? I don't understand. Like,
but these are questions you don't have to ask because Metal Gear isn't real
yet.
I
mean, soon.
Do you guys notice that Snake's camera model is just fucking mean mug furrowing his brows forever?
He's fucking angry.
Mm-hmm. He's like, not a happy man.
Yeah, it's like Max Payne face. A little bit.
Yeah. Big Max Payne face energy.
So we get this whole breakdown from Sokolov as well about Tatiana a little bit afterwards because Snake asks about her, and he kind of pulls a Volgan because Volgan is like, "Oh, she's Sokolov's girl,"
Yeah.
and then Sokolov is like, "Oh, she's Volgan's girl."
It's basically like she's Volgan's girl. I love my wife, basically. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
how
that's
it
right.
goes.
Because he
It's
even
like,
pulls a
okay,
picture out. He's like, "This is my wife and child."
Yeah, I'm like, we're not asking these questions, Sokolov. Like, I don't need all
Yeah.
this. Like,
Yeah,
And the picture too is like the most like depressing Russian Cold War family
Oh my
portrait
God,
you've ever seen
right?
in your fucking life.
Yeah, like
It's so
Sokolov's
funny.
definitely. Yeah. But yeah, it's very funny. Like nobody wants to. Everyone's just like pushing Tatiana off on other people, and then Snake's like, "Oh, she was my girl."
I want her to be my lover. Basically,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the reason why they're talking about Tatiana at this point is because the way that Snake has to destroy the Shagohod is that he has to put C3 onto the different tanks in the hangar.
oh, right. Yeah.
And he's like, "Where can I get C3?" And he's just like, "Well, a female spy stole it. It's Tatiana," and they're talking about Tatiana and stuff. And
Yeah. Also, is
That's when
C3
you get
real?
the-
Because I love
I
this
was
idea
just-
that
I
like
was just
C3 is
about to
not
look
real,
that up.
and they're
I think
just
it
like,
is.
They're like, we're in the past. What if we just drop C4 down by one number?
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Okay, cool.
During
was
and
used
after World
during
War
the
II,
Korean War.
A number of new RDX-based explosives were developed, including composition C, C2, and eventually C3.
If you go to image search, though, you get some strange results. I will say that.
God,
Narutopedia is a source.
Oh, no.
Narutopedia?
Yeah, for C3 Tom.
All right.
Yeah. I'm not going to look
Naruto.
further into that, but
I might.
So then we get one of the most iconic scenes in a Metal Gear game. A very uncomfortable scene.
yeah.
Still can't quite parse what is happening here.
Right.
But so Volgan is in the hallway, and Snake
Yep.
hears him, and Snake fumbles to put his like fucking weirdo, eyes wide shut, vanilla
mask.
rubber
It is
mask.
so fucking scary because like the mouth doesn't move and nothing about it moves, but his eyes do.
Yep.
Well, in the
It is
eyes,
such a
there's
So
uncanny-
clearly a mask.
there's like a gap between the
Yeah.
eyelid and his eye,
Yeah.
where like
it's not-
clearly it's like, oh, it's fucking nightmare fuel, you guys.
So good.
And, like,
not only
there's-
that,
yeah,
you
like,
can
the
see it, the
gap is, like,
neckline.
The
Yeah.
neckline. He's like, it looks like he's wearing this dude's face, like legitimately.
Yeah,
It's so
100%.
scary.
It's like a fucking
Um,
Jabberwocky mask.
Yeah.
It's so
Um, But yeah, so Volgan's coming down the hallway, and Snake has to like put the mask
yeah,
back on.
he's fumbling to put his
Um,
real doll face back on.
Yeah. And Volgan is just like, "Major, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be in my room, or you're supposed to meet me in my
Legitimately
room."
good
And then,
question.
yeah. And then Volgan, he doesn't say anything, obviously, because he doesn't sound like him. And then Volgan's just like, and then
mouth
he just like
won't move.
reaches down and just grabs Snake's
I gasped.
dick and balls. Did you really? It's
Yeah, did you
shocking.
know
If
that?
you're not expecting it.
Huh?
It is shocking.
Really was like, did not see that
Because-
coming at all.
Oh, so you've
because-
never heard about this notorious?
No, yeah.
God, good for you, man. Because it's a much more iconic scene if you don't know what's coming.
I love
Um,
it. I was like, this is incredible.
But
I
he
feel like every
grabs
time
his-
I'm like, this game can't get cooler. It does something else fucking insane that I've never seen a story do. And I'm like, sure, yeah.
yeah, whatever. The thing that gets me about it is that he grabs his crotch. Snake like breaks away and just like ooh and like knocks him off. Volgan grabs his crotch again and then like
More
squeezes and
forcefully.
then very forcefully, and then pulls back, and he's just like looking at his hand all confused and in disgust.
Yeah, so like,
And
what is
he's
he
just
looking
like-
for here? Because we've
Yeah.
seen
Well, he's
Rykov's twig and berries via the
Yeah.
speedo earlier.
Yeah. It's not a lot there. And I think that is actually what he's looking for. He's looking for his sexless Ken doll boy. Because
Right.
just off of because like It's not the weird mask. It's not the neckline. It's not the creepy
The
mouth.
neckline
like,
immediately should have fucking given it away.
right? It should have. It's not
Should
the.
have, but
It's not the immovable mouth. It's not the weird eyes poking through the mask. It is the fact that this dude's dick and balls do not feel like his boys. And he's just like, "Who are you?" And then it just becomes like a whole thing.
And then our poor boy gets fucking caught in the crossfire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sokolov gets fucking kneecapped. Just
Yeah.
bam, bam.
Bye.
And then Snake disarms Volgin using CQC. And then
CQC.
who should appear but the
Surprise,
creator of
surprise.
CQC herself,
Yeah.
the boss.
Her
Did you notice
dope
that?
ass fucking white uniform, by the
Oh,
way?
yeah.
It's such a cool fucking suit.
Well, she kicks
It's so
everybody's
cool.
ass, not just
Yeah.
Snake. It's like everyone's down on the ground.
Yeah.
I will point this out. When Snake pulls the Rykov mask, or when the boss pulls the Rykov mask off, Snake has his whole fucking bandana under
I
it.
know.
as
I
well.
love it
Yeah.
so much. Motherfucker
And
is prepared.
I also do want to make mention of the fact because we cannot move past this.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why I've been calling him this the whole time is she like restrains him, has his arm in like a knot, and she's like reaching down to getting ready to pull the mask off, and she goes, "What is this fairy disguise? It's gonna rub off on you." And that's why I've been calling him Fairy Boy this entire time. And then she like rips the mask off, and he's got the bandana on underneath. It is fucking phenomenal.
It's very funny.
Yeah. And then this is when she knocks out Volgin because he gets up and he points the gun at Snake after she pulls the mask off, and she's just like, "Stay out of this!" And she like knocks him down too.
Right,
and everybody's
right.
like on the floor. It's very funny.
Incredible.
And he's just like, "I see why they call you the boss."
yeah. I don't know if I've ever noticed it before, but did you know that the boss has CCCP on the side of her suit?
Oh.
Oh,
Which is that is the Chinese Communist Party, right? I'm not pulling that out of my ass.
I think so. Yeah.
Interesting.
So that is interesting, especially given the Chinese pistol that Eva
Yeah.
had earlier
Yeah.
in the game.
Oh.
Yeah.
But then
Pieces
Volgin's
fit.
rage comes out, and he's like,
Yeah.
"You hurt my boy."
Yeah,
He
he's
just
real
starts
mad.
beating the piss out of Snake.
Yeah,
with his
Snake
lightning
is.
bolt.
This is fucking crazy.
Not a good time for
Yeah.
Snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably the most beat up that a protagonist in a Metal Gear game has gotten up until this point.
Oh yeah.
And it gets worse.
I was gonna say, and then they were like, "Well, we can go further."
We can do more here. Yeah, the boss like leaves him, walks away. Ocelot shows up, and he's like waiting outside the thing with his like gun just hanging out. And he even
Always
looks
lurking.
at his boyfriend like, "Oh no, he's hurting my boy."
Yeah.
Yeah, all
Um,
these boys just want to touch each other. It's like
They
all I'm
really do.
learning.
This is like a really like long, and this is where I was just like, "Oh, I am extremely uncomfortable with this man's face, the way they've like detailed it."
Yeah. Even Snake's
yeah.
face is all fucked up and really gross
Snake,
by
yeah,
the time he
Snake's
gets the
face was
shit beat
tough
out
to
of
look
him.
at during this one.
This is a really long, extended, uncomfortable scene.
Yes.
The upcoming scene.
Well, no, like that, yes, but like literally just the scene of Volgin just punching.
Oh,
the
yeah,
fuck out of
yeah.
Snake and like headbutting him and stuff. It's just like really long, uncomfortable, and-
Visceral. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I know you must be saying it's like, oh wow, it can't possibly get worse than this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, can it?
Surprise, surprise.
I will say, as a kid, I was waiting for this upcoming moment the entire time because in all of the key art depicting Big Boss in past games, and then even when a certain character in the second game has this happen, he even remarks that he looks similar. But Big Boss is always missing an
Oh.
eye.
Yep.
Yeah, I got you.
So even when the game came out on the PS2, the whole time I was like, when's this guy gonna lose his eye?
Mhm.
It was the smoking eyeball.
So badass.
Chekhov's eyeball.
Yeah, Chekhov's eyeball. And I was just waiting the whole time. And so I remember when this happened, I was like, oh, fuck, this is it. And the whole time I was just like, how's it going to happen? How's it going to happen? So I was just like real antsy about this.
I feel that I fear that if I had played this game as a kid, I would have been too obsessed because when I was a kid, I had cancer in my eye, and so sometimes I
that's
had
right.
to wear an eye patch, and I feel like I would have just related too hard. I would have been an
I too
8-year-old
have been
going around
tortured.
fucking doing snake references, torturing my stuffed animals and shit.
Oh
CQC.
no!
Fucking rolling on the floor, aiming a gun at people.
Yeah.
What would that be? Like, it's not Raffle. It's
Oh yeah.
ROFAGAP. Raffle Gap.
Raffle Gap.
I like that. But Snake gets black bagged, and
Oh, yeah.
I do like that the beginning of this cutscene is like all black.
Yep.
I kind of, if this were to happen in a modern Metal Gear game, I kind of think we would have seen maybe the whole scene in first
Yeah.
person. Like I think it wouldn't have been jet black. You probably could have seen a little bit of like light and motion and stuff, and then I'm
Mhm.
sure the mask would have been taken off before the torture. But Vulcan just fucking has straight up like Raiden from Mortal Kombat powers. Like we see him
Yeah.
for the first time just shoot lightning out of his fucking hands.
Yeah, what the
like
fuck?
he's Senator Palpatine or some shit.
Do it.
And then Snake pisses himself. So Snake has
Well,
become
we got to talk about the fact that Sokolov's dead now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's
True.
the
But
scene
yeah.
that you don't see where he's black bagged. Is that like Volgan's like yelling at Sokolov like, "Who's the spy?" and blah blah blah, and
Right,
like Eva's
right.
like screaming like, "He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. Leave him alone." And then like,
Yeah.
before Snake gets like you get vision again, like he has killed Sokolov in this moment.
Yeah. Though Sokolov's body is not in the space
No,
or anything
right.
like that. Yeah, Volgan's just on a fucking tear, man. He is like
pissed.
big bad guy during all this. And you're just in this room with people like these two women that Snake likes, and then this tryhard just watching you get the shit beat out of you.
My room.
Oh, is this his room? Is this the Volgan's room?
I sure fucking hope not. But he's innocent. He just talks about. He's like, my body carries a charge of 10,000 volts. Like that's normal.
Yeah, just at all times. Yeah.
It's like okay. He's like getting with the force lightning, like you said. Like it's very weird.
Yeah, it's very crazy. And every time Snake gets punched, it's like again very Mortal Kombat. Like you see the skeleton.
Yeah.
And it's like, and literally like everybody like the boss is like Ocelot's in here and he looks uncomfortable. He's like having a hard time. He kind of like looks away and like glances. He clutches his chest at one point.
Yeah, right.
before Snake
Yeah,
does
no one besides Volgan is enjoying this. Like everybody would like to go home, please.
when everyone's glancing too, like everybody's exchanging looks while it's going on.
looking at each other like
In reality, and we're going to get into this further, obviously, as the game continues, but in reality, it's like everyone in this room, other than Snake and Volgan, are playing a completely different game and are on a totally different mission and know so much more than both of these fucking idiots. And so it's sort of this weird, like, well, let's let the monkeys pound on each other until we've deemed they should stop. But yeah, so and Volgan's just fucking obsessed with his money. He's like, "Don't take my money. You're not gonna take my money."
it's just like "Here, bury me with my money.
I do love when Volgan says, "I don't like those blue eyes of his."
Yeah,
I'm
right.
Like, damn, dude.
Good. Yeah. The thing about this though is that like the way he asked me is like, "You're after the philosopher's legacy, are you?" 100 billion. And he talks about like he's like, it's $100 billion divided up and hidden all over the world. And I'm like, right, it's this and this. And he just like straight up monologues the exact thing of what it is and starts like talking about it. And it's just like he's very clearly angry, but he has enough frame of mind to very clearly like, and you're looking for where it's hidden, huh? You little bitch. It's just like
it's crazy. Not only that, but he says it's all over the world, but then he's like, it's in a secret vault underneath this base.
Like,
it's
which one is it,
my
dog?
possession.
Yeah.
He says that it's in a vault underneath Groznygrad, and Eva is like, oh, and she like makes a face and then looks and then catches the boss looking at her, and then they like break glance as well. So it's just like
they're both like, I'm gonna go grab that bag right after this.
Yeah.
And then the moment that I was expecting is the boss is like forced, like Volgan's like, he's your fucking disciple, you cut his eye out. And
Yeah.
as a kid, I was like, "Here it comes! Here it comes!"
That line
Well-
where he's like, "You made him a soldier, now you will unmake him."
Mhm.
Chef's
Very,
kiss.
very good.
Yeah.
The big
Chills.
reason why this is happening is also because like he punches Snake so hard that a transmitter embedded in his body falls out of his body,
Oh yeah.
and the boss
Fuck.
cops to the transmitter being for her so that the Cobras could ambush him. And then Volgan's just like, well, now you got to prove that you're not working together, you're not colluding.
Right.
And
Which, like,
yeah,
I'm sure the nuke should have given it away that they're not.
Yeah,
You know what I
right.
mean? Like, come on, dude.
Look alive.
Yeah, but the unmake scene is like that. Yeah, you will unmake him is really, really good.
Yeah. And then Ocelot gropes Tatiana because
Yep.
it's mandatory that everyone in the cast gropes Tatiana
He's
before
got
the end of
his
the game.
sniffer out.
Yep.
Yeah. And then he just like fucking full hand boob grabs and he's like, I know that smell. And then he does his dumb fucking revolver bullshit.
He fucking loves
He's
Yeah.
such a
the slut
fucking
for that
lover.
revolver.
Yeah.
But this is the second time that like the boss has like stopped it from happening.
Yeah.
Right when the last bullet was going to be the one that like does.
Well, this
the-
was Snake actually who stopped it.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah, that's right.
Well, but this
Yeah.
this is the second time where it's been stopped.
Yeah. So
Um,
Tatiana's about to get blown away, and then Snake like very crazily like launches his body to get her out of the way, and this is what removes his eye.
Yeah.
The
The bullet
which looks
goes
real
off and,
gross
like,
in Unreal.
Raises
Engine.
his eye. Yeah, it's really brutal.
Um,
And then the boss, like, while this is happening, the boss like yanks the revolver out of his hand and just fucking wham, smacks
Yeah.
him across the
Sick.
face.
he like slap
And like
contest
that is there's like
slaps
a
him.
fucking print.
Yeah.
And Volgan is like, well, that was refreshing. And then goes, come on, Tatiana, we're going to my room. And it's fucking gross and stupid.
Yeah. Also,
Um,
Tatiana's like fucking screaming her head off when
Yeah.
Snake gets blown
Yeah.
in the shot in the eye.
Great performance.
Yeah. It's almost like she's a Disney actor who
Yeah.
does really great
Yeah.
performances.
Does am I Ocelot like at this point like he jams the transmitter back
does.
into Snake's body, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like taunting him as like, well, congratulations for surviving his torture. And he starts clapping and there's like a bunch of it's just
Such
like
a dick.
Yeah.
Well, hold on though, because the boss shoots him in the leg with something as well. So I thought the
Yes.
boss actually shot him with the transmitter.
oh well what
But
does
Ocelot
Ocelot
definitely sticks something in him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she shot him with a bullet.
Yeah. I honestly don't
Just
know. I don't know what
randomly
he
for
got.
no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't there also a one of those R1 scenes in this?
Yeah. with
Yeah,
the
you can
Sorrow.
see the
It's
sorrow
very
and he's
one,
holding
right?
up a little signboard with a codec frequency on it.
Scary.
I think I remember. So, I mean, we're about to get into it anyway, but like, I think the thing that the boss shoots you with is your. It's got to be something. Fuck. It's a tool to get out of the jail cell with, I think.
Is it the fork? No, it's not the fork.
I mean, she's got to be able to load it in that revolver, but I just can't remember what it
Yeah.
was. It's not the fake death pill because obviously they can't remove your tooth unless they know about
Right.
it. Can you imagine if Volgan would have hit him hard enough that his fake death pill went off and he just can't bring himself back? He's just fucking dead.
Oh god.
But
Oh no, it is the fake death pill.
oh, is it? That's what she
Yeah.
shoots you with?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's weird. But yeah, Snake gets got, which at this point has become a series tradition. Every game in the series,
Yep.
you get captured, including in the original MSX games. I can't remember if it was in MG2, but definitely in the first one, I believe. And so then you're in this jail cell, and much like the past games in the series, you have a couple different ways you can do this. And also, much like the past, the guard who is holding you is a man named Johnny.
Oh, that's funny.
And if you can talk to him, I can't remember what triggers it. I think if you throw him food through the hole or something, if you throw him back the food that he's giving to you, or there's some way to like
Mhm.
trigger a cutscene where they're just buddies talking.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's interesting because Johnny talks about how he's got like a kid back home in the States and like how he's like half Russian or something. So he got
Mhm.
stuck getting drafted and all this other stuff. And it's pretty neat because it all kind of alludes to like this chain of Johnny prison keepers that are
Yeah.
relatives.
Yeah. It's worth noting here, by the way, right before this scene happens, Tatiana does walk up to Snake and like talks about how they need to get out of here. Like, I'll be in touch. You need to find a way out of your cell.
Right.
And Snake is
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Eva. And I think this is, I forgot about this. This is actually where he realizes that Eva and Tatiana
Yeah.
are the same person, which is
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
So I did catch on a little bit faster than Snake.
A little
Yeah.
bit, yeah. So you're all right in my book, kid.
I'm all right.
Should we
Did
talk about
either of you get Guy Savage here?
Yeah, I was gonna say. So this was
No.
very different than it is
Yes.
in the original
Very
game.
different.
Lily,
It's
would you like to
cool.
tell us about it? Yeah.
Yeah, so in the original game, you can get a nightmare sequence in the cell,
Oh, shit.
which is like in the original game it was like a prototype for Revengeance, I think, or it was like some type of
No, it was just some
prototype for-
random. It
What
was
the
some
fuck?
random game. Like I don't think it ever ended up becoming a prototype for anything. Like
I swear to God, I read it was like a prototype for like a Revengeance
think-
style game or something.
I think like
but
Nano Breaker was in development at the same time at Konami.
maybe.
But I don't know. I'll do some
Um,
digging.
But it's just like this guy. It's called Guy Savage basically, and it's like
Okay.
this. You just play as this guy. He's got like these hook weapons, and you're just like slaughtering these like creatures in this nightmare sequence, and you just kind of like go for it until you die or like you wake up, and it's like this very weird thing that happens in the original.
Oh.
And it was, I believe, removed from future versions of the game, but they brought it back for Delta.
Oh,
And-
interesting.
But it's very different. It's like it is very much like a fucking Devil May Cry action. Well, more like Bayonetta because it was Platinum Games, so they got Platinum Games to develop this sequence, this like dream sequence.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's literally just like you play and you go, and it's just like
That's
you can
so
just
cool.
like fucking kill people, and there's like ultimates and like all this other stuff, and it's really cool. It's very different, but it's very cool. I think it's triggered the same way where you have to like save your game and then
What
quit the
prompts you to
game?
save after the cutscene?
yeah.
So when it
But
prompts
if
if you save and close, yeah.
Yeah, if you close the game out and then come back in, you'll wake up. You won't wake up. You'll go right into the Guy Savage nightmare.
Mhm.
Very interesting.
Yeah,
I do have
it's
the
very-
deets on what it is. So
Okay, please.
originally, Kojima tweeted, in an interview, Kojima mentioned that originally they were going to have Gradius be the game, which is very silly to me.
Oh,
But decided to go with a standalone game, like a new one. And it came up during coverage for the Zone of the Enders HD collection that Guy Savage was derived from a canceled prototype for Zone of the Enders 3. So it's actually
Gotcha.
built
Oh,
on like the Zone of the
crazy.
Enders like thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Interesting.
apparently in the game code, you can even find things that are labeled like Anubis 2 and stuff like that, like referring to it.
Oh, cool.
Which is crazy. But yeah, originally the game was actually
I knew it was a
they were
prototype
gonna
or
do something. Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, James, you should
Um,
100% fucking go back and try to play this or watch a YouTube.
Well,
video 'cause it is
Yeah.
insane.
So, fun fact: if you beat the game, whether or not you got it in the game, it's on the menu to play. Like you
Oh,
play
that's
it
sick.
in the main menu. Yeah,
That's dope.
it's
Okay,
called like
cool.
on the menu. It's called like Guy Savage Delta on the menu, so you can just you
Oh,
beat the game,
awesome.
It's just there for you to play, so you don't
That's
have
sick.
to
I will
go back if you don't.
certainly be checking that out. That's awesome.
But yeah, but in this case, it was literally just like Platinum Games just developed this like sort. You wake up like you're this guy in like a hooded cloak. It's very Bloodborne-y,
Mhm.
and you're in like a graveyard and you just fight like vampires and stuff. And then eventually like
Love
a big
that.
fucking boss vampire comes out and starts like
Love a game in a game.
yeah. Oh
it's
yeah.
it's very cool. Very different, but it's still
Um,
very cool. It's very got that Platinum Games like shine to
Mhm.
it.
Oh yeah, so it doesn't prompt you with the save thing. It's just if you save. So funny enough, Paramedic is talking to you, and she talks about the movie Dracula, and then as
Mm.
Snake falls asleep, he has the nightmare, and then whenever you come back out of it, he chastises Paramedic for giving him nightmares about vampires.
I think Sigan has some stuff to say about it too.
Love that.
Forget.
Yeah. It's super sick. I remember as a kid finding this and being like, "What the fuck?" Like,
It was
because I
very
legitimately
weird.
had to save because I was playing at my grandparents' house and then we were going back to my house. So I like saved, turned off my PS2, went back home, loaded it, and was like, "What the fuck is this game that I'm playing?"
That's incredible. That's the
It
best
was-
way to find it.
Yeah,
It's so cool. It's very cool.
Genuine surprise.
yeah, yeah. Lily, how did you get out of the cell?
I used the fork to get the transmitter out of my body, and then I called the codec frequency that the sorrow gives you at the end of the torture sequence, and the cell unlocks if you call that frequency with the transmitter.
Nice.
And then you just have to like wait until Johnny is like not looking to escape, and then knock him out real quick and move on to the next section.
Nice.
Yep.
James, what did
What
you
about
do?
y'all?
I fake death build.
Nice.
The guard popped the door open. I revived, got his ass, got out of there.
Cooked him.
Cooked him.
Yeah, that is pretty much what I did as well because,
Yeah.
and this is super dumb, I forgot the codec frequency and didn't want to look it up. So I did the same thing. I have a vague memory. So I did not get this far in the PS2 one. I didn't have time before we were recording. That's on me. But I do remember back on the PS2 version at one point, you could. I'm trying to remember what it is. It's like if you throw enough food through the hole, or if you throw rotten food or something, he will get sick and go run and take a shit. But you're still locked in there, so I think you're supposed to do that like after you've
To
managed
get him out of the way.
to get out of the way. Yeah. But then you can befriend him, and if you befriend him, I can't remember if he ends up opening the door for you or not. I think he does. There's like
Oh,
4 or
shit.
5 different ways to do
Yeah,
that.
That's
you can,
wild.
it's
I
another
love
choose
that.
your own adventure moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
How nice. In like a small, compact space.
Yeah. I forgot to take the transmitter out. And the way that is going to interact with things we can talk about on the next episode, but it does fuck you after the boss fight that we're
Oh.
going to end on. And there's an extra cutscene.
Oh,
That's fun.
But I just 100% forgot about
Yeah.
it. Like,
I know exactly what you're talking
Little
about.
teaser for the next episode.
Yeah.
I like it.
the
Exactly
fork-
what you're talking about.
the fork is fun because if you kill a creature with the fork, you eat it instantly.
I mean,
Oh, that's
Yeah, I
neat.
found funny. Yeah. You can also kill somebody. Like I loaded, but I did kill Johnny with the fork just to do it.
you didn't create a time paradox.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, he's already got the kid. So
Yeah, the
born,
kid's
so
already
it doesn't
born.
matter.
Yeah. I was trying to see if Snake would eat him if I killed him with a knife
Oh my
or with the fork.
god.
Let's see.
Yeah, no
You're
dice.
Tastes
not allowed to
delicious.
kill. You're not allowed to kill anymore. I'm
You're not
forbidding
allowed
you
to
from
kill
killing
anymore.
You're getting dark
You're
thoughts.
cut off from killing.
Mom, Lily said I can't kill anymore. It reminds me of that Misfits song that opens with "Mommy, can I go out and kill tonight?" It's a good song. I love Groznygrad at night. You guys,
It's
Like,
very
It's
cool.
beautiful.
fucking
Yeah.
rad.
You have to get to the sewers from here now that you've escaped. Once you get out of the jail cell, you have to just like bust through Groznygrad
Mhm.
and get to the sewers. But like,
So cool.
it is hot.
It's a fun
Why
run.
the
There's
fuck?
a-
Why the fuck did Volgan leave your radio and your tactical
Right?
belt and all that shit on your body? By the way, it's even in the cutscene. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's a
Maybe he
strange.
He
He's got
expected
his
people were gonna die.
he's got his kink, you know.
Yeah.
Well, that was refreshing.
Did you guys get fucked by the sleeping dogs in Groznygrad?
Great game, by the way.
I did. I got by a dog. I think twice.
Nice.
Just me fucking up. Honestly, the second time.
I Rain Manned my way through this.
Oh shit.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
I feel
That
like
means
every
for
time I've
people who
played this
haven't
in the
seen
past,
Rain
I've like, what?
What does that mean for anybody
Yeah.
listening who's never seen Rain Man?
Extreme autism, hyper focus, hyper fixation. No, I just feel like every time I've played this section in the past, like I feel like I fuck up in some way, and I'm just like, man, fuck this, and I just kind of like book it. I managed to get to the entrance to the sewers like without
Oh,
being seen
damn.
or anything. I was just like, what
Nice,
the fuck?
nice.
Like I had zero trouble. I was not prepared for having zero trouble. I was like, what do I do with all of this social cachet that I have now?
Yeah. What do I do with all this
Yeah.
negative trouble I've accumulated?
Yeah. I'm gonna spend that in the
awesome.
trouble store.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, yeah, of
Uh,
course.
Yeah, you can buy some jokers that will really change how you interact with your life.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I made the mistake of putting Balatro on my phone recently, and man,
It's
oh man,
addicting.
that game. Yep,
It'll grab you.
yep. But yeah, I really like the sewers because once you're in here, you do have a codec conversation with Eva. She's kind of giving you the lowdown on what's going on. I love the sound design in the
Mhm.
sewers because
Yeah.
as you're doing your thing, I mean, ostensibly, right, it's the same technology as like what they used with the song, right? They're just like
Yep.
kind of playing a thing. But as you get further from the entrance and closer to the exit, this fucking like, hey, he's over there, like footsteps and like all
Yeah.
this shit is starting to like ramp
So
up.
cool.
And you're like seeing like dogs behind gates and stuff like that,
Yeah.
like barking and like catching your scent and stuff like that.
Very
It's
good way of like building
Oh.
tension while you're still in control of the player,
It's-
like without a
It's
cutscene.
scary. It is scary.
Other than the beginning of Phantom Pain, I don't think I can think of another moment when the game is like trying to scare the shit out of you into like running or something.
Yeah.
Like I know 4 had some set pieces, but like
Nothing like this.
yeah, this
Yeah,
is like
that's a good point.
explicitly like
Yeah.
You
we're gonna
gotta
handhold you.
Time
Yeah,
for you to
yeah, yeah.
run.
Yeah, it's interesting. Which
That
funny
is
enough,
he's
it's
not-
like yeah, it's
At least he's
artificial,
not
right?
trying to like hold himself up on like piles of spaghetti or some shit.
Oh
like
Jesus
Venom was.
Christ! Yeah, I
You remember
forgot
that?
where you gotta fall over 17 times.
Trying to hold himself up on a stiff breeze.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I mean, he's got coma legs. I get it, but like, come on, man, get it together.
It's a wheelchair right down that hallway, man. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
100%, man.
I don't know.
Anyway, he wants that Kiefer butt crack.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I will say it is pretty artificial though. Like, if you aren't playing with the sound turned on and you don't even know, you can pretty much just poke around and do whatever.
Mhm.
I don't think there are any repercussions, at least not that I have seen. But yeah, then we get this like really fucking dope cinematic moment at the edge of this
Beautiful.
fucking drain pipe thing.
It's very cool.
Ocelot's eyes are very crazy looking. I don't know if it's the lighting or what, but I like made a note that like he just looks like a crazy person.
He does look like a crazy person. I feel like he's gotten progressively more unhinged as the game
Yeah.
goes on. Not
It's like-
beating the Higgs allegations, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
chaos, obsession, anger, a little bit of lust, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of bit of lust.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of bit of lust, but yeah.
Yeah, please
yeah.
tell us this anecdote as to why he's a fucking lunatic.
Well, he starts like he sees Snake and he misses all of these shots that he's taken at Snake, and then his gun clicks, and then Snake like does like a backward swan dive
He
and
does like a cry stare, like an anti-cry stare.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just off
100%.
of this like.
Well, he
thing
looks
down
at him
this
and then he just
waterfall.
goes. I had to load
How
that
did
one
you
up
have
real
that ready?
fast.
You were ready for it.
I had to
weren't you?
load it up real fast.
What the fuck?
He's gonna do it again.
Yeah, so he falls down. Ocelot like goes bolting after him with the gun pointed at like Snake, and then he like looks down at Snake falling into the water and drifting down the river, and he just goes as he
Yeah.
like drifts
He's like,
away.
"Got
It's
me."
very, yeah. And then
It
Ocelot
reminded
just
me
kinda,
of like The
turns around
Fugitive
and-
a little
A
bit.
little
If you
bit,
guys have
yeah.
seen The Fugitive with
Yeah.
Harrison
Oh, yeah.
Ford. It also reminds me of wow, what's that
Love
one where
that
Tommy
movie.
Lee Jones is chasing that guy? Fuck. It's a 90s action film. Oh man, it's
Catch
gonna
Me
drive
If
me
You Can?
crazy.
No, that's not Tommy Lee Jones, is it?
While I'm looking this up, no, it was The Fugitive. Yeah, never mind. I'm dumb.
Yeah, I was about to
same
say, like,
same
you
movie.
you literally, yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like-
Yeah, it reminds me of that. I'm sure that Kojima stole this from something like The fucking Great Escape or something.
Oh,
like,
sure.
But it's still really cool. But the psychopath anecdote about Ocelot is that the bullet he's trying to shoot Snake with is the bullet that got jammed in his gun all that time ago. And he's
Yes.
wearing it on his neck like with a
Yep.
necklace.
Yep.
It's very
Fucking
creepy.
crazy. He is crazy.
Um,
Absolutely.
But then Snake blacks out in the bottom of this waterfall basin kind of area, and when you wake up, you're literally in hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all
So
been here
this
before.
is you're
This is
in the
Senua's Sacrifice is where we have
Basically.
woken up.
You
Yeah.
like you remember that river that you were in earlier, right before you like met like the end and the fear for the first time, where like he's in his wheelchair. You had to like go down that river. It's basically that river, but it's on fire,
Mhm.
which is so sick, actually.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And then it starts raining. You see this dude in a raincoat,
God,
and
he's my favorite
Snake-
Cobra.
It's so cool. And Snake's just like, "Are you one of the Cobras?" And then the Sorrow is just like, he's the Sorrow. Where
It's so
we're
sad.
officially introduced to this man as the Sorrow at this point.
Yeah.
And he just goes like, he just has this like really great monologue where he goes like, "A host of sorrows, and you are one of them." And he pulls his hood off, and he is just Ghost Dad. He goes, "I'm the Sorrow. I'm also filled with sadness like you." And his coat kind of like disappears.
Mm.
I love what he's labeled as on his credit. It says like Spirit
Spirit
Medium Soldier.
Yeah,
Sorrow.
it's
Yeah.
Fucking rad, dude.
pretty sick.
Implies there's like
Uh,
spirit medium medics,
Yeah.
spirit medium technicians,
Is there a whole platoon of Spirit
a
Medium
platoon
Soldiers?
of spirit medium.
small mediums at large. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna say for those that know, they did a really good job with what his face looks like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does he know?
I don't know. James, did you beat the game already?
I know I've not beaten it yet.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
We'll keep it to ourselves. It's kind of like a little inside baseball because it's not like
Yeah.
hyper explicit, but we will, whether it comes up or not, by the end of the season, we will
We'll talk about it for sure.
talk
Yeah.
about some connections that are in this game.
How exciting!
But yeah, he has like this soliloquy
How
about
exciting.
how exciting, right?
Became Alan Rickman for a second. How exciting,
390.
Harry. I'm sorry, Potter.
But he has this like whole like soliloquy about sorrow and how death is sorrow, and then this like really cool like his eye he just starts crying blood.
I love it.
Yeah, the
And he
opposite
goes-
eye to the one that Snake just lost.
Yes, yeah. He starts crying blood out of the eye, and his glasses, his like the lens on his glasses shatters. And he goes like, "Now you will know the sorrow of those whose lives you have ended." And he just like floats into
Jedi.
the air, and he is just like the thing about the sorrow is that he looks like just like a normal guy. He's just like literally just like a normal like
Yeah.
middle-aged dad.
Yeah,
But
right.
like he is scary.
He is scary.
Like the way
Yeah.
the way he's smiling, the way he's present, he's just a scary
Yeah.
dude.
I don't know if they
Then-
explicitly state it. Maybe I'm dumb, but because the eye thing is because he got shot in the eye when he died,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
Okay.
That's how he died. Yeah.
The I love that like basically now if you've played the game the way that I have, he drops you into Death Stranding.
Yeah. So the thing of it is, so here's the thing, is that if you play this game non-lethally, the only human beings that have died at this point, technically by your hand, are the Cobras.
Mhm.
And
Right.
so you are wandering, like you're dropped in this river, he's floating in front of you, and you're wading through the river. And then at certain intervals, the ghosts of the Cobra unit will come after you.
Mhm.
And you have to kind of avoid them. And then when you avoid them, like the sorrow like blasts you with like the spirit energy, and you get like this like jump scare flash of like his own sorrow, basically.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that the images are somewhat like related to him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But ostensibly, like all you get are, even though you didn't technically kill them yourselves, they did explode after you fought them, and so they are considered part of this like ayahuasca trip that Snake's on. And so like you get the pain comes down, the fear comes down, the end comes down, floating, just floating. He's not doing anything. He's just kind of like floating.
Yeah,
They all
just
try to
fucking
get you except for
just-
the end. It's just so funny.
Yeah, which is very funny.
I
wish that the amount of dead
fury.
fish in the river correlated to how many
That'd be
animals
cool.
you've eaten.
Yeah. The animals also the fish. I forgot that the fish don't hurt you. You can just walk through the fish, but
Yeah.
That makes sense.
but
James, did you really have like a fuck ton of dudes?
yeah,
I had a fuck ton of dudes.
yeah.
I had a decent crowd of people here. Yeah,
you had
they
the
were
population of a
excited to
fucking
see me.
Bruno Mars concert. in your-
Yeah. They were reaching out to touch me. Yeah, for sure. They were ripping and tearing. I tell you what.
Good Lord.
That's very good.
Yeah, it's just like it's pretty. It's very atmospheric, but it's fairly easy if you have only done non-lethal the entire time. If you're like James and you've done lethal, it is a much more difficult fight. And the goal here is to get to the end of the river, because in the river is the Sorrow's body, and if you reach his body, like you get another like jump scare flash, and then you wake up.
The jump scares
But,
of the boss,
Yes.
like aiming a gun at you. I think.
Um,
Which I'm totally fucking dumb. I just remembered that the person who shot the Sorrow through the eye is the boss. Yeah. For a mission. She was given a mission to dispatch
She had to do it.
him. Yeah.
did you manage to reach the end of the river, James?
No.
Okay.
What happens if you don't?
You get
Nothing.
nothing.
It's the same thing. You just don't get the camo, basically.
Yeah, you don't get the camera.
Oh, but you don't. You still hear like the monologue and all that stuff. You still get like the cutscene and everything.
Mhm.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Right? Unless
Yeah,
there's
I
a
mean-
cutscene I'm missing in my memory, but I think so.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize
think-
that if you died, it was just
So-
over.
Yeah, if you die, I think I'm trying to remember if I had to take the pill, if I was like at a menu and I had to like go into my inventory and take the pill.
Yeah. The way that you get through this, like you can just
And then
like you can either die and you have to take the revival pill either way.
Okay,
But if
yeah.
But if you die, and then at any point you could just take the revival pill, it'll be over.
God,
Yeah.
okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because then you hear that triggers
Yeah, because
the
he's just like
cutscene
floating in
where
the
Sora's,
water
like
and like
talking to
basically
boss.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I'm
get the
not gonna
scene-
lie. I panicked a little bit because I forgot about the revival pill,
yeah.
and I was like, "What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?"
It is really tricksy because like the scene comes up and like if you haven't used the revival pill or you don't know
Yeah.
what to do there, like you don't know, it's a game over screen, so you're not entirely sure, but you have to open up the fucking item menu, move to the revival pill, take it, and then
Mhm.
you're alive again. It's very interesting, very creative. I just like wonder like, and what happens if you've used the revival pill by this point?
I think it's still in your inventory.
Yeah, I still had it in my
Oh, okay.
inventory.
Okay.
Yeah, which is very strange.
But after this happens, after you take the revival pill, there's a scene of Snake just like floating in the water, and it's this like back and forth between the boss and the Sorrow's like, you want to finish your mission, you have to shoot me, I'll always be with you, and then you get that close up scene of the Sorrow's face as we'll meet again someday, and then like you get like the blood dripping from his eye and the glass shattering again. And it does this like really sick transition from the Sorrow's face into Snake, like the Sorrow's face, like him closing his eyes and dying basically, and it fades into Snake's face with his eyes closed and then him opening his eyes and like recovering, and it's a really, really cool like effect and like very neat.
I completely agree.
I don't know how deep into the post fight we want to get, but they do spell out some of this stuff. I had forgotten that Major Zero and Sigint kind of give you, like, they spill the deets on all that stuff.
Oh, right.
I had totally forgotten too that the place where the boss killed him was Selino Yarsk, which is where we started the game. And so people have always said this, and I can't recall if I've ever actually seen it or not. But if you hold R1 when you've fallen off the bridge, allegedly you can see the Sorrow's body in the river.
Oh, interesting.
I've never seen it myself.
Yeah, I've never seen it either, so I don't know if it's just like an urban legend, but that is a thing, allegedly. If you know for sure, write in, or I guess
I would
play the
love to
game
know.
and just look around.
But yeah, I think we can talk about this like codec like sequence to like get this whole thing between like the boss and the Sorrow and call it.
I totally forgot Major Zero was even a fucking character until he called me.
Oh my god!
Not gonna lie, I just hadn't talked to him in so long.
It's been so long.
Yeah, it's been a long ass time. But you get this like backstory about the Sorrow, and he's Russian. He has ESP. He's a spirit medium, and he can like talk to ghosts. And so that was like a big
one?
Yeah, ESPN or something. And it was this whole thing where like there was a big point of study for his country and stuff like that. And then Snake, of course, asks the questions that he wants to know, which is, what about him and the boss? What was their deal? And for some reason,
what's going on?
Yeah, is it sloppy seconds I'm getting, or like what's the and for some reason Zero doesn't know. He's like, let's ask Sigint. And it's like, why does
it's
Sigint
very
know?
weird.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, sure, let's ask him.
Call him up.
Buckle me up.
And Sigint's like, I thought you knew, basically.
Hey, spoilers, Lily. Some people don't know.
Well, no, that's what he says though. He goes,
no, I know.
Yeah. Well,
I was making fun of your reference.
Yeah. Well, it's not even a reference. It's just a thing we say now at this point. It's a Metal Gear Mondays reference at this point. But this is where you find out, like I thought you guys knew he died 2 years ago at Selino Yarsk. And the boss
2 years ago is very reminiscent of the Patriots conversation in MGS2.
Yeah. So this is obviously after the war when they were in the unit together. The Sorrow, after the war, the Cobras broke up. So Sorrow went back to the Soviet Union. And the CIA sent the boss to Selino Yarsk to do a mission, and they met as enemies basically. And the Sorrow basically like sacrificed himself based on the thing that the cutscene that we saw. But the records officially say that the boss killed the Sorrow and accomplished her mission, and that's all the records kind of say. Yep. And Snake's just like, so he was never there in the first place. He just couldn't let go of the boss. And they're saying, it's like, are you good? And he's like, yeah, I'm good. It's not time for me. It looks like it's not time for me to die just yet. And Sigint's like, oh, well, it's a good thing. You know, we're counting on you, pal. It's just like, dude, these people are they're nowhere near as concerned or scared or like worried about this like strange near-death experience this man just had.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They've got their own lives to live, you know. They got shit going on back at home.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's like they can't see what he sees.
Well, he can't see much right now.
Yeah. Well, I will say we didn't talk about that. I adore. This has always been one of my favorite details. I adore that the first-person view is fucked after you get your eye blown out.
Yeah.
I feel like the vignetting is like more pronounced in Delta than it was in the original. So but yeah, it's very cool. It's like if you look out of your left eye with your right eye closed, that is what it looks like in first person.
That's what my life looks like.
After the call of Sigint and Zero, you get a call from Eva, and Snake's like, I took a free detour. And she's like, what? And he's like, never mind. I almost drove. And she's like, oh, okay. Because she says, oh, that's perfect. And he goes, what the fuck? And she kind of tells him, it's like, well, if you ended up in the river, I know a spot nearby. Let's meet up there. And then she kind of like tells him, it's like, you just have to kind of follow the stream to a waterfall, and then behind the waterfall there is a cave, and just meet me in that cave behind the waterfall. And now we have to make our way up through This one is one. This one I always have trouble with, but it's Tico Gorni, I think is how it's pronounced. But
Sounds right.
yeah,
I
for
believe
this
it.
next area that we will talk about next episode,
Yeah.
or next coverage episode is called
Yeah,
Tico
yeah.
Gorni. And
I
now it's time for us
will-
to meet up with Eva.
I will say this one quick thing. It does change something else, but if you didn't take the tracker out, there are dudes here,
Oh,
and it
Yeah.
sucks.
interesting.
It really sucks.
Yeah.
And that is how
cool,
I,
though.
I did,
that's how I realized.
but it's the give and take, because you get the dudes here, but you also get the extra
Fun little
scene
surprise.
in the cave.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we will talk about that next time. But that is it. That's our coverage for this week.
Wow.
Yay!
Look at that.
Look at that.
Sorrow.
We did it. I'm trying to think of any major announcements. I know last episode we talked about it. Maybe we should mention it really quickly again. So the schedule, if you're going to Portland or you're going to be in Portland for the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, which is taking place 4 days after you hear this, probably 3 or 4 days ish, less than a week from the moment that
Yep.
you hear this, if
Less
my
than a week.
editing releases correctly.
I mean, regardless of when this episode comes out, it's less than a week.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, October 17, 18, and 19 is going to be Portland Retro Gaming Expo. Metal Gear Mondays will be there. All three of us will be there. Our
right.
two community moderators, managers, Discord mods, Nick Freda and Chad Betteridge are going to be there. I saw him this weekend, and Isaac still said he might be out there. I don't know what the fuck that means.
What, Isaac Lim, man. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. Very weird. But anyway, so we're gonna be. I
have to dwell on this a little bit longer. I need to find the text message because it is the most indecipherable, almost classic Isaac, but like almost like, is this a threat in a lot of ways? He goes, I know this is annoying having to bug me so much. I don't think it's going to work. Flights are kind of pricey being last minute. I'll keep checking and maybe I can swing it, but don't hold up anything on my account. If I do end up being able to go, I can just vibe.
Oh my god.
And then Alessio like replies with like a, we're sorry it took so long, blah, blah, blah. Keep us posted. It would be cool to chill. And he goes, it's all good. I have a couple trips already lined up in October, so PTO might be a bit tight. I'm still hopeful that maybe I can fly in to hang with y'all, but we'll let you know. What do you mean, Lim? What the fuck are you?
Trotter.
Isaac is a fucking cryptid, okay? And
Yeah.
just the kindest, gentlest cryptid I've ever met, but he's a fucking cryptid.
Yeah, I was having dinner with him and his girlfriend last Saturday, and
for what reason?
It was because I turned 36.
Yay!
It was my birthday.
You could have just said that. You didn't have to say how old you were. You could have said,
that's true.
Man.
That's true. I dated myself. But anyway, we were having dinner, and 100% he was like, "Oh man, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to be out there." Blah blah blah. But he's like, "But you never know." And I'm like,
I imagine like a wink with like a
from the rafters.
Yeah,
during the panel.
Like fucking Sting in WCW, just like coming.
But anyway, panel dates, panel times. Saturday at 12:15. It's going to be us, Debbie Mae West, Paul Eiding, and David Hayter. And the panel is all about the behind the scenes of the Metal Gear Solid 1 recording. Lily and I had a convo with the three of them today. It was pretty cool. And David is the coolest motherfucker on the face of the earth. So
he's very cool.
So not only
yeah, not only the panel, but we've also confirmed we're going to have time to have like just a standard interview for the podcast with David as
Right.
well, just to kind of like follow up on our 30-minute broom closet interview at Renton City Retro we did with him in 2019.
I might slip in a few minutes of it into the PRGE episode, but I think if it all goes according to plan and we get a full interview, we'll probably release it as its own episode. But yeah, so that's Saturday at 11 and then Saturday at 7. Big deal. We're having our live episode.
First ever Metal Gear Mondays live show, baby.
Yeah, it's gonna be verbal, it's gonna be physical, it's gonna be comedic, it's gonna be crazy, it's chaos. We're gonna be the Polyphonic spree of podcasts on stage because we're gonna have like 5 people doing weird shit.
That's fucking right.
yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be so fun.
It's basically gonna be me, Alessio, and James doing color commentary over Chad and Nick playing Snake's Revenge.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Their whole deal is that like it's gonna be like a weird round robin where like when a death happens, they trade off the controller and play from the other person's death.
I'm thinking we should do like 3 deaths because I feel like they're gonna die so fucking fast in certain parts. But
I feel like the chaos of the instant switch is gonna add to it.
That's true.
Because whoever's playing is gonna be on mic, and then I think like as like a special treat, we might like do like a 2 hearts, 2 hands, 1 controller type. Like they both hold one half of the controller.
I think I'm going to try, even if it's like a ROM hack or something. I think I'm going to try to finish Snake's Revenge before the expo so that I can actually talk about what they're about to encounter.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So for everybody who's listening, we will release it as an episode, which means that Lily, James, and I have got to be good at describing what's happening.
Yeah, what's going on screen. What I will say too, I don't know how possible it's going to be for us to get like decent video of us in the room for like the Patreon listeners. But
we're definitely going to try it.
Yeah, I am thinking about ways that we could have a visual element for that episode for the Patreon subscribers, though. So the $10 patrons, you'll have something. Something will happen for you. So
we will screen record the gameplay as well, no matter what.
Yes. Yeah. At minimum, like you will get our voices and you'll get like their actual gameplay while we're talking. So at the very least, you'll get that.
Yeah. Not sure how we're going to do a 5-person overlay for that. But we'll figure it out. It'll be fun.
1-person overlay.
Oh, that's true.
It's rectangle because of the room.
Yeah. That's true. But yeah, so it'll be a lot of fun. It will be one last thing on the live episode. It's definitely going to be formatted like one of our normal ones. So like we're still going to do the intro. We're still going to go through all that stuff. Just think of the gameplay portion as like us talking beyond generalities. So instead of us talking about the experience, we will be commenting the experience to you live. But yeah, and then on Sunday we at 12 are having a David Hayter solo panel.
Crazy.
Akin to the Cam Clark panel from last year, full of goofs and gaffs and David pretty much frosted tips. David pretty much was like, okay, rein it in so I can do a Q&A, please. It's like, oh man, all right. But to be fair, the Q&A portion of Cam's panel last year
it was like was
60 seconds long because it happened at the very fucking end of the time allotment.
So it's going to be Sunday at 11. Very exciting, very cool.
Yeah. It's gonna be super sick.
I love if you're watching the video, it's just like Alessio sitting like in silence, like just nodding.
Can be a good time.
I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do with my voice.
Yeah. So I think so Lily and I will be moderating the 2 panels, and then James will be joining us for the live episode.
Yes.
But yeah, we'll also be milling around. So if you happen to be there and you, for whatever reason, maybe you're only going to be there Friday. And you don't have a pass for Saturday and for Sunday for the panels for whatever reason, we will be milling around the show floor. So you might run into us. If you see us, say hi. We'd love to hear from you guys. We'll figure out the whole like, okay, is it going to be a hater interview, live episode, PRGE episode, fucking trio interrupting game stuff, or we'll figure out where it's going to slot in, and we'll talk, and then we'll let you guys know. But yeah, I think that's it on
yeah.
PRGE.
Lily,
Lily,
a
where
blast.
can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on the internet, linktree.com/Liliana Dawn. That's where you're going to get links to my books, to my social medias, all kinds of other stuff. So check that out, please.
Nice. James, where can people find you on the internet?
SoundCloud.com/DJ Rat King. DJ Rat King at bluesky.com. Check me out there. More music coming soon.
Dope. I also want to plug James's music for a moment. I was
thank
listening
you.
to James's music and Chad's music.
Wow.
That's the other day. Yeah, Chad's got some good shit. I'm gonna plug his thing, even though he hasn't said if that's okay. SoundCloud.com/kilometers-Davis.
I love that name so much. I fucking chuckle to myself every time I see that name.
And it is kilometers, TRES, not the American spelling.
Like the filthy Canadians spell it.
Yeah. But James, there's a song of yours that for whatever reason, if I'm playing anything on SoundCloud, it like queues up as like the next song all the time. But it's just called, it's ambient with a 3 for an E _ dance with an @ for an A, and then 00101011111. It's good though. I really like that song a lot, actually.
Thank you. I like that one too.
So yeah, definitely go check that one out if you guys can. And I'm also here to let everyone know that all of my fucking components that I'm building my website out of have now all been completed, guys.
Whoa.
So your boy, let me see if I can pull this up. Your boy has a total brain fart moment. Your boy has a SoundCloud, a Mixcloud, a YouTube channel that's rocking and rolling, and a Bandcamp. And yeah, I'm super fucking stoked. It's gonna be really cool.
And ostensibly a website.
Yeah, so the website, so this is the thing. I was building all these components because they're all going to connect to the hub that is the website. So the website is going to be sort of like the one-stop shop, but I also got a link tree. So I'm following Lily's example. So it's linktree.com/Alessio made that. But yeah, I'm also trying to fucking plug. So I found this game on YouTube and I really want to plug it because James will get this too. It's like having covered an indie game developer who put a lot of fucking time and energy into something and then got nothing out of it is really fucking heartbreaking. And so I got hit with this YouTube video trailer for this game, and the trailer was 2 days old. It was a release trailer and it had like 200 views at the time. And the game looked really
little known game
cool.
called Hollow Knight Silksong.
Yeah. The game looked really fucking cool. It was like the key art looks akin to like, do you remember the Game Boy Pokemon like key art, kind of like this, like the concept art and like
Sugimori paintings, like
so it looks like that, which is fucking sick, like in the artwork. But then in the game itself, imagine Gunstar Heroes meets Link to the Past and Four Swords. Meets kind of like a rhythm game. So it's called Candy Rangers, and essentially you control 4 characters simultaneously. And you're being bombarded with like enemies while you're going through these really colorful, beautiful, like Nintendo-esque feeling levels. But you can only shoot them with the corresponding face button that matches their color. So I guess it's kind of like Ikaruga as well, a little bit. Ikaruga, yeah. But yeah, Candy Rangers, y'all, like it doesn't even have enough Steam reviews to like generate a fucking
it's got 12 positive reviews.
Yeah, and your boy wrote one of them. So you guys should check. I don't know, it's weird. I don't know why this grabbed me the way that it did, but I like immediately went and got it. booted it up on Steam Deck, tried to play it for like 1 to 2 hours so that I had enough of a taste. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like the skill ceiling is really high, but the foundation is like very low. So like you can play it and enjoy it, but to like, I don't know, you replay levels and you can unlock new levels and there's like secrets and shit. I don't know. It's really cool. It's like very, if you like deep cut shit like Cannon Spike for the Sega
Yeah.
Dreamcast, you will like this. So, and the music fucking slaps. So,
Hell yeah, I'm gonna check
Anyway.
this out.
yeah, that's my plug.
I like that.
Also earlier when I was talking about the DJ set thing with the MGS2 thing, I am starting to upload old DJ sets onto my Mixcloud account.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, you can see all that stuff. You can go to mixcloud.com/Alessio made that, but if you go to the link tree, it has links to all of this stuff. Sorry, I know I'm talking at length, but I do want to mention a fucking super silly story. So as I've been uploading my past short films, usually in the lead up, I'll upload like the trailer, a teaser, a prototype thing, whatever.
Yeah.
And then after it's out, I'll then upload like, here's an interview or whatever that happened, like corresponding. Anyway, so I just recently uploaded Are You All Right, which is the film that James
Classic.
co-produced with me, and like I wrote and directed in St. Louis in 2019.
Mm.
Probably the most expensive short film I will ever make because short films never get money for anything. But anyway, long story short, I had completely forgotten and I was going to upload some stuff after. And so yesterday I uploaded Chain Film Festival in New York City. We won an award. It was Best Actor for On Marion's performance, which is great.
Yep.
But it was this talk back, and I'd completely forgotten. So it was me, Michael Francis, who's one of the executive producers, and On Marion, who's the lead actor.
Mhm.
The name of the panel is Black Voices in Film,
Oh my god.
and it's me and a bunch of black people, and it's the funniest fucking thing. And of course the whole time I was like throwing it to Michael and On, but I remember I reached out to the film festival ahead of the panel and I was like, guys, I'm looking in the mirror and this doesn't add up. And they were like, yeah, but your film is like, I don't know, it was just a lot of like, oh, it captures like microaggressions and like black
Right.
experience in the workplace and stuff. And I was like, guys, are you sure? And they were like, it was so funny. This is very akin to like me in Japan at a hotel where they provided like the traditional garb. And I called the front desk and asked them
Is it okay for me to wear
if it
this?
was okay for me to wear it. And they laughed at me and asked why I was asking. But anyway, so I just uploaded this fucking video. And so Kristen always laughs at me. Anytime I'm talking about anything, she's like, Alessio Summerfield, noted black filmmaker.
I'm just saying. Hear me out here.
Hit me.
Alessio can say it.
No.
And he should do, and he should do it right now.
PRG.
Mr. Buck.